Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Drop Frame coverage. We're here for the final conference of day 2, the Square Enix conference. Bahroo and Rami will be joining us soon. Oh, Rami's here. I just don't have him set
Am
up. He
I?
joined right when we went
Will
live.
I?
Hi, Rami.
Hi.
How's it going? I'll get you situated here in just a second. We're going to cut straight into the Square Enix conference because they're already playing
Oh boy, let's go.
that
Let's go.
hype
Let's go.
Final
Let's go.
Fantasy music. It's so good. It's hype Final Fantasy music. Rami, welcome back. Also, Bronze. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the coverage.
Hi, hello. I'm so excited
Glad to
to
have
be
you here.
rejoined with my Marvel brothers from other mothers.
That's yep. That's accurate. That's who we are. The Marvel brothers from other mothers. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Let me get Rami thrown up in the show. Bronze, what are you expecting out of the Marvels game here? That's why you're here. Your sole purpose on the show is to get hype about Marvel. We talked about this.
I'm so excited. My heart is like, I don't think they can make an announcement I'll be disappointed with, but chat, I'm going to try really hard not to be a disgusting fangirl and try to be objective. But I'm one of those people that's full of like pure joy.
Sure.
You know, like when everyone else is like, this looks unimpressive. I'm like, that looks like fun, you know? That's like me all the time. So I just feel like I'm going to be like, this looks like fun. And I was a huge fan of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So I'm just so excited for a game in that vein.
I'm just holding a code in front of the camera, and if JP gets it working fast.
Yeah, no, you're here. It's just gonna be real tiny. Real
Welcome
tiny for
to
that.
Square Enix Live.
I gotta get you
Please
loaded
take
on
your
these other
seats.
ones.
The show will begin in 10 minutes.
Your code's cut off.
Is it?
Yeah, you gotta go a little to the left. No, other way. Little to the. There you go. Boom. You got it.
Boom. Good job,
There you
Rami.
go.
I'm proud of you. I'll blow you up here in just a second.
Just blow me up. Whoa, dude.
I'm gonna blow you up, Rami.
Don't blow me up. That's not gonna go well. I'll get random check more.
Wait, is it Enix or Enix?
It's Enix,
Yeah. Okay. Chat.
isn't it?
It's just
making me
Squeenix.
There you go,
second
Rami. Now
guess
you can put it up.
myself.
I think it's Square. Isn't it Square Enix?
I think it's. I've always said Enix.
Is it Square?
But people-
Yeah. Look, it's really Square. No one actually says Square Enix
Yes.
unless you're talking about like Tomb Raider fans or something. Everyone else, Final Fantasy fanboys,
Squaresoft.
it's Squaresoft, motherfuckers. All right?
Damn, son. Okay.
We're not fucking
Okay.
around, okay?
Shit's real.
It's fucking real. I'll throw down.
I have my fun meter ready again.
Now, the last time you brought that thing out, it didn't go that well, Rami. Be
I
careful.
mean, it went well for me. It didn't go well for like Jericho and others.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
There's some fun.
I think this is important. So there's this event called the Train Jam. It's a game jam where developers get together on a train, and every year they make this cool fun meter. You can use it to say how much fun you're having. So you can go like.
Ah.
So right now we're medium. I'm medium because I'm looking at clouds with a U filter, with a clock in what seems to be just normal ass font. But as soon as shit starts, it might go this way. Might go that way. It'll be really exciting to see which way it goes. It's like the hype meter, but for me,
Sure.
personal hype meter.
Personal
It's like a mood ring.
Yeah, it's
That
actually
you
really fun
control.
to wear these. It's if you wear these, people will walk up to you and talk to you, which sometimes you want, and usually you don't. So don't wear them in public.
Did people ever reach out and like move your fun meter? Because I feel like
I've
that's a
had
fight.
that happen as well.
Time for a fight, you know?
Yeah, it's happened. You know, you're like sitting somewhere and the fun meter is on minimal. Somebody walks up and he just goes like you made it worse. Like this is not increasing my mood at all. But yeah, I'll set it back to medium, y'all. Don't worry.
You know what? That's the only way to approximate the whole like, oh, you should smile, or like you're pretty when you smile. We should just make people wear the fun meter.
Yep.
And then when people come up and move the thing,
Yep.
I just solved the entire issue of gender equality. I
This is
solved
it.
sexism
There you
here
go.
on
All
Drop
dudes
Frames.
have to wear this for a week. That'll be it. This is done.
Beautiful. You guys are
Shit goes
great. I was
down.
able to make the entire show because of your rapport. This is perfect. You're the greatest guest host of all time. I love it.
Nice.
It's fantastic. Let's go back over here. Bahroo will be joining us in due time.
I've just been told that I'm the most Dutch man of all the Dutch men, and as a half
Really?
Dutch, half Egyptian, that's quite impressive.
Okay, good job. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it a mute thing?
I don't know.
Is it an
I
okay
have no
thing?
idea.
Okay.
I'm very confused by this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. I'm not sure what to tell you. Yeah, I think Bahroo is just blip blopping. He's blip blopping too much. I think I hear him walking back to his PC now. So
JP, listen.
What?
Fair enough though. Like there's somebody in the chat saying I shouldn't be in the corner anymore.
Where do you want to be? I'll
on-
put you anywhere on this show that you want to be, Rami. Just let me know.
Top right.
Top right. All right. We're going top right for Roms. Here we go. Top right. Boom. Top right. Nailed it.
This is all I wanted.
Okay. And we'll be
This is
top.
it.
There you go.
I feel like you're like an opposing like JRPG creature now. Like this is our party, and you're the boss. With that
This is it.
setup, we're like Pokemon, you know, or something. Because we're like in the lower left, and you're in the top right.
Yep. Yeah. Every now and then I will look at the lower right and look at you all. And just be like,
There you go.
I'll be judging you from up here.
Exactly.
I'm watching.
What's up, Bahroo? How's it going?
Hi.
Welcome back. We're in the process here. We're in the mix, as they would say, of the Square Enix conference. Now, how many did all of you watch the Final Fantasy VII thing that they put out at the orchestra last night? I didn't
Nope.
watch it yet.
No, didn't
The
watch
release
it.
date thing? Okay. Is it good, Bronze?
evening. Welcome
Yeah,
to Square Enix
it's beautiful.
Live.
That's like the most
Please
beautiful
take your
game I've ever
seats.
seen.
The show will begin
Okay.
in
And I know
Rami
we
does.
usually go in for that anime stuff, but like visually, that game is stunning. Some of it was weird though. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it. Some of it I was like, "What's that?" But it was really
I
pretty.
think the chat is trying to say echo.
Yeah. No. They just like saying echo themselves. They're weird. Bahroo, you're not echoing. I don't know why they would say such a thing. You're not an
Are
echo
they
man.
Are they echoing themselves?
Don't do that, Bahroo. Don't do that. How dare you? Don't mute yourself and act like you're muted. I hate you so much, Bahroo. You're done. You're done to me.
Game is real small.
Yeah, we're gonna Bahroo, your punishment is that you're now
In the corner.
No, don't do it! Don't shrink me again!
you're now tiny. Stay down there, tiny
Ah!
Bahroo.
I'm so tiny!
I blame this on Rami. I feel like the boss debuffed him, and now he's small.
That's true. Yeah, you got mini
That's
on
like
him.
a thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cast a
Mini.
mini on
Thank
him.
you.
Won't stop me, I'll be fine!
Yeah, it's all right. We just dispelled it though, and now he's back to normal. We're good. We're good. We cast the spell.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Yeah, this is our friend Mike Merles. We brought him on the show. He's joining us today. Talked about Baldur's Gate a little bit on the end.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
For the people asking, I missed the KF the kind of funny live stream, sadly. But I will be live tweeting. Well, post live tweeting. I'll be late tweeting everything when I watch it.
Okay. I'm gonna steal from what Chat said about it. The most gameplay of any conference thus far in E3.
So they had 4 minutes.
They had 45 minutes of just nonstop. Like, the way that they were introducing games was like, hey, this is a game called this. It's this. And by the way, you can check it out at this. Next game, hey, this is like, it was that fast. They were doing it in like segments of 3 or 4 games, just rapid pace. So,
So I mean,
That's
it was what
refreshing,
E3 is
though.
supposed to be.
yeah, it was good. It was good stuff. Shout out to Greg Miller and them for doing that. They were kind of funny. I think we're getting started here.
Oh shit! Where are we watching?
Twitch.tv/Square Enix. No dash. No dash. Oh no, we're 2 minutes out. Never mind. We still got time.
I need to pull it up myself.
Yeah.
What are we listening to?
They've got some battle music on. It's good shit. What now? Here's the real test. What Final Fantasy is this from?
I haven't played them all, so I'm sitting this one out.
Wait, let me up the volume then.
I think this is. Chat's saying 3, but do they
Welcome
mean
to
6?
Square Enix Live. At this time, please remember
I have no
to
idea.
silence your
Well, now
cell
it's muted.
phones
Now it's just
and avoid any flash
big bad
photography.
announcer lady.
Thank you. The show will begin shortly.
This is always so much fun. This point of being in this room, in
Yeah?
that room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where you can still like yell at each other.
Erin, my fiance, was in the crowd yesterday for the Xbox conference, and she said when Keanu walked out, it was bananas. People lost their goddamn shit over that, as we all did online. But
yeah, I was gonna say I lost my shit and I was at home. Could you imagine being within spitting distance of Keanu? I probably would have gone into cardiac arrest.
She freaked out. I got a bunch of texts saying, "Oh my God, it's fucking Keanu!" Then I had to be quiet about it before he showed up because I didn't want to spoil it for the stream.
I gotta get my bingo card ready.
Yeah, get your bingo card ready. We're playing bingo, by the way. Bronze, if you go to dropfram.es/bingo, you can get your randomly generated bingo card.
Oh, I've not checked out this bingo.
You should look into it, man.
/bingo?
Yeah. Dropfram.es.
Make me a bingo.
Man, my bingo card is real ambitious.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do we got? What are we talking?
We're talking new Nier.
Oh.
A different Final Fantasy remake.
Ooh.
Drakengard 4.
Oh man, they're really... So a lot of that stuff, the mods created those, but a lot of it is also from the Discord community. The other stuff is it's really hard when you have as many leaks as has happened this E3 to make a bingo card because everything's known. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I got a real ambitious bingo.
Here we go. Here we go. Please be good, Avengers game. I don't care about anything
My bingo
else.
card says Avengers doesn't let you play as MCU characters. So I really hope.
Yeah, don't. Who is. I'm removing you as a mod, whoever came up with that.
Let's go.
Get out of here.
Don't spoil it.
Is this the same room that Bethesda was in? No, this is different. No, this is much different.
No, it isn't.
Is this full volume on my end? No.
It's Hideo Kojima. No, it's not.
Oh shit, look at that. How stupid is it that a fucking new game continue and remake screen could be exciting? Man, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
They know what everyone's here to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing. The nostalgia's hitting hard.
I have no nostalgia for this, but
really?
It is very beautiful. I never played 7.
Oh man, that's a cardinal gamer sin right there.
I played 15 though, and I loved it.
This is the first game I ever streamed on Twitch, was Final Fantasy VII. This is my first time playing it too.
Nice.
So, yeah. So there's like not nostalgia, but still fond memories.
Man, me and my brother played this game sitting next to each other when we were growing up. Hell of a thing. So was that the trailer that they showed last night, Bronze? Or was it long?
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please
there's like a new one.
Yoshinori Kitase, producer, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Holy shit, that song. Turn his mic on.
Audio video problems. Got that one.
22年間の時を経て、あのキャラクターたちが非常に美しく、さらに魅力的になって帰ってきました。
I'm very happy to be able to introduce this long-beloved title once again. After 22 years, the familiar characters we love have returned while becoming more beautiful and captivating than ever before.
今まで応援し続けてくださっているファンの皆さん、長年のサポートありがとうございます。大変お待たせいたしました。新たなる冒険へと共に踏み出すことを非常に楽しみにしております。
To our longtime fans, we thank you for your support and patience over these years, and we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
FF7 をリメイクするにあたって、ファイナルファンタジー7の世界観やキャラクターたちをより深く今回は描いております。 ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの
You hear that?
最初の作品となる本作
It's like
で
an
は
open mic.
ミッドガルのストーリーを広大にかつ緻密に語っております。またゲームデザインも今作用に最適化しておりまして、ブルーレイ2枚組相当のボリュームを見込んでおります。一本の独立したゲームとして十分期待に応える作品になっております。
That's a lot to remember.
Remaking Final Fantasy
It's all
VII has allowed us
scripted.
to dive much deeper into the world
Oh,
and its
I know.
characters than ever
Could you imagine
before.
if you had to
The game
remember
design was
everything you just
optimized
said?
for this title as well, and we anticipate 2 Blu-ray discs worth of gameplay content.
Whoa, what the
The
fuck?
first game
people
in
were
this
saying it was gonna be
project
episodic.
expands on the story of Midgar and is such an
Blu-ray
elaborate
discs?
retelling that it has become a solid
Rami, how much is on
standalone
two
game in its
Blu-ray?
own right.
これからご紹介する映像およびゲームプレイで、ファンの方の、期待を決して裏切らない皆さんのねよく知っているFF7 に再会できることとなります。
Through the content we are about to unveil today, and through all that we have yet to unveil, we will not disappoint your expectations. Your reunion with the Final Fantasy VII you know is near.
それと同時にですね、当時を知らないゲームファンの方は、全く新しいねファイナルファンタジーと出会うことになります。
To newcomers who never played the original, we present to you a completely new Final Fantasy and a perfect starting point to explore the world of Final Fantasy VII.
Please welcome Neil Pabon, Senior Manager, Product Marketing, Square Enix.
It's
This is a
Enix.
pretty.
She said Enix.
She did say Enix.
Quanetic.
はい、本日はですね、ニールにゲームプレイを紹介してもらいます。
So, Neil is here to introduce you and walk you
Oh
through
my god, he's a
gameplay.
cool guy. Look at that jacket.
Thank you,
I was gonna say.
Katase-san.
We're getting gameplay?
All right, everyone. Let's mosey.
Let's
Final
mosey. He is
Fantasy VII
cool.
Remake features a hybrid
guy's real
gameplay
cool.
system that merges real-time
Holy
action
shit, that
with
looks good.
strategic, command-based combat. For starters,
God damn,
each
that
press
looks
of the square
incredible.
button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword. Cloud attacks, dodges, and blocks all in real time. His standard attacks do some damage, but they barely scratch the surface of Cloud's true potential. Succeeding on the battlefield requires much more than just hacking and slashing. Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs
Limit breaks.
ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time,
Limit
but
breaks.
fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks. Guys, this looks really good. Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where time slows to a crawl and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分をもう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さんいかがでしょう。
I think the audience would like to see more. Isn't that right, everyone?
Fucking Clem Hazard.
Fair enough. Good point. Good point.
They made a good mix.
Once in tactical mode, you can choose to perform various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack.
Braver him. Nice.
Using an item in battle will deplete an ATB charge, and if Cloud has the right materia
Oh god, no,
equipped
thank god.
and enough MP,
No more
he
item
can
spamming.
use ATB charges to cast spells. Of
Wait,
course,
how are they gonna handle
this being
summons?
a remake, we're sure to see some
enough.
familiar faces.
Hopefully the way
Barrett's
they
iconic gun arm, Barrett is
Hopefully
able
they
to
look
target
like they
enemies
look
at a
at
distance.
15.
Yeah,
Barrett's
it's like
standard
Knights in
attacks
around, a
generate
fucking
ATB
30-minute
charges
summon in
similar
this
to
game?
Cloud,
Like-
but his abilities are entirely
How's this gonna
different.
work?
Switching between
I want a
characters
30-minute
combat is
Bring
done
back
with a single button
the
press,
Chocomon.
which makes rotating
Hope
through
to bring
party
that
members
back.
a snap. Speaking of other party members, Katase-san, when are we going to see Tifa in action?
Uh-oh.
Everyone's
Here we
with you.
Maybe soon.
All right. Characters will continue to fight even when you're not controlling them directly, but it's up to you to choose how and when ATB
What
charges
about, like,
are used.
Lucy and all
You can
that?
maximize your effectiveness by switching between characters
See,
or
you're
issuing
also a man of
commands to
culture.
characters
Yuffie
with
is
full
the best.
ATB
Yeah, the
bars.
best. She's super OP.
Every enemy has a focus gauge that fills up as you do damage. When the gauge is full, the enemy becomes staggered and you'll deal bonus damage. Tactical mode evokes the command selections from the original Final Fantasy VII and allows players to enjoy battle while taking the time to think strategically. For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution. Shortcuts make combat extremely dynamic, but the choice of using them is entirely up to you. Right, Katase-san?
そうですね、プレイスタイルに合わせて楽しめるゲームになっておりますので、ぜひご期待ください。
That's right. The game has been made so that you can choose how to play. I hope players get excited about this.
Well, that's a
I did
brief
not
introduction
expect
That's amazing.
combat
to look
in Final
this
Fantasy
good.
VII Remake. And we
I
look
didn't
forward
expect
to
them to
showing
be
you a
able to
whole lot more
like
in the
pause and
coming
issue
months.
commands because Mass
For
Effect took
now,
that out, and I
let's
didn't
see how
like
Cloud
that.
and
And I'm
Barrett
happy
do
that
against
they
the
give
more
you the option.
formidable foe.
Is it the boss?
Come on now, don't spoil the story, bosses. God.
You double crossing! Heads up. What in the hell?
Fucking Scorpion.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
Wasn't Tifa already here though when he fought this in the main story? I'm forgetting.
No other option, huh?
Yeah. Wait, right? She's a part of the original.
Apparently not.
I guess not. Not until after. It's been a couple
Guess
years.
it's my turn. Not clear cut. Ain't gonna get away. Oh yeah! Time for some hardcore payback.
Going all out.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Was Cloud always an asshole?
Oh yeah, he's always been like all brooding and edgy.
I don't remember much of this game.
Ain't that something you want to say to
Yeah, I don't think they had much dialogue in the actual boss fights, though, did they?
Well, yeah, they had none.
Focus on that goal.
Yeah.
Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Take him down.
This is now. You're mine.
Damn it. Need to heal up soon.
They gotta show a whole fucking fight?
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
How many fight? I mean, there was a lot of bosses in Final Fantasy VII, weren't there?
Well, yeah. In Midgard, though, there was
Take cover behind that debris.
4, 5, something like that.
Strike now before it fires again.
I forgot how many like big bosses there was. Oh shit.
Wow, stuff escalated real fast in this fight.
Yeah, what? It just
Everything's on fire.
Again and again and again.
oh, they're making you hide from the televiser. That's kind of cool. I look at this and I see what they wanted to do with Final Fantasy 15, but didn't in terms of combat, like the stagger
Yeah,
system.
there's like this.
Yeah.
This is what they wanted in Final Fantasy. You know,
I
what they
really
want.
like 50's combat, to be honest.
I mean, I still enjoyed 15.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
just think that this is an elevated 15 combat.
This
Oh,
is this is a Final Fantasy VII combat system.
Sure,
For sure.
yeah.
This is what it should be. This is great. This looks incredible.
I really hope they keep that using the environment around you as a boss mechanic
Yeah.
through the game. I
That's
hope that's
cool.
not just the first fight. 'cause that's
I
really
imagine
awesome.
that I
Going in.
Did you see that thing
how
where
much
they
detail they
destroyed
put
his
into
leg?
just this one fight.
Yeah. What was that, Rami?
There was a message on the screen that they destroyed the leg. So I guess you can also get limbs like Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what? Imagine if they do like I don't know, ruby weapon. What is that fight gonna look like, right? Like,
Is it still
7
gonna
hours.
take? I was gonna say, is it
Yeah.
still gonna take 7 hours to beat?
dude, that looks really good.
That was amazing.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done. Come on, we got me.
Fuck that! Wow.
Please welcome Tetsuya Nomura, director, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That must be a theme to walk out to.
Yeah.
I was like, for a second there, I was like, every muscle in my body tense.
Dude, imagine walking out to that song. I
Thank
agree,
you for
Rami.
joining us, Nomura-san. It is an absolute honor to have you here. Katase-san, how do you feel working with Nomura-san once again on Final Fantasy VII Remake?
はい、彼とはですね、原作の FF7 以降、まあ何作もね一緒にね、その後も仕事はしてるんですけども、まあ今作のようにね、再びね、ディレクション、キャラクターデザイナー、そしてね、ストーリーとね、がっつり組むのはまた久しぶりなのでね、22年前と全く変わらない熱量でね、今作でも取り組んでいる姿を見てね、私も正直ね、喜んでいます。
Since the original Final Fantasy VII, I've worked with him on many titles, but it has been a while since we've actually had him work so heavily on a project like this, from the direction to character design to the story. And I'm really happy to see him working on this title with the same passion that he had 22 years ago.
Dude, that's
野村さん、コメントどうぞ。
はい、今まで結構長い間お待たせしましたが、ずっと応援してくださっているファンの皆様、本当にありがとうございました。そしてですね、皆さん今日初めて、プレイ画面を結構長めに見たと思いますが、おそらく想像してたものとは少し違ったんじゃないかなと思っております。
So first and foremost, we wanted to extend our gratitude to those who have been waiting so patiently and have been supporting us for such a long time until now. And also, we've taken a look at gameplay right now, and we've fairly showed you a good bit.
でですね、まあそういうわけなので、皆さんぜひ触れてみたいんじゃないかなと思いましてですね、実際に、触ってみたいですかね。
He's like creeping on their fucking DM. What? Get off that shit. What are
you really wanted to see the tattoo?
ということで、
There's at least one person here.
明日から開催されます E3 のですね、スクエアエニックスブースの方で、セブンリメイク、プレイアブル出展していますので、ぜひ機会のある方は、触れてみてください。
So we actually have playable demo kiosks available at the Square Enix E3 booth. So I hope you have the opportunity to
I was
try it
about to
out.
say, I thought you were going to say that it was out there to play.
はい。それではですね、
I like that the hype guy knows multiple languages.
皆さんにご覧いただきたいものがありますので、ぜひ、昨日はですね、コンサートの方でショート版のトレーラーを公開しましたけども、今日はロング版をご用意してますので、ぜひご覧ください。
So finally, there is something that we wanted to show you. Yesterday, we showed you a short version of a trailer at the Final Fantasy VII concert. But today we have a longer version.
It's the same trailer played in slow motion.
お願いします。
All right, please take a look.
They said it was longer. They didn't say anything new.
Rami, this is why you don't get invited to press conferences, because you do.
I know this is like not even worth mentioning, but man, Final Fantasy has some beautiful, beautiful games.
Yeah.
I love just looking at them.
Aerith is so pretty.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
You can have it for saving my life.
Oh, I thought that was Tifa.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god. Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Says Tifa on the screen. Oh shit.
You've been a good girl.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped. My turn.
Nice.
Get going.
Oh wow.
Got you now.
You're not real. You're Cloud. I have a favor to ask of you. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live. You bastard! Yeah! Hold on to that hatred.
Nice. That's not too far away.
Summon materia.
I just tweeted if Square Enix just ends now, they've won E3 1997 to 2019. That's it. It's done.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Look at that
It's beautiful.
I'm giving up on making video games. I'm done. We're done. That was it.
That was
We're
it?
good. That was it.
Did you see the
That's the best one?
I'm going home.
There was a collector's edition there. Oh, is this out of mid? Oh no, this is Life is Strange? What is it? Yeah, that's Life is Strange.
Oh yeah.
Hey, just the son I wanted to see.
I mean, not to give it any shit, but there's literally nothing they could have followed that up with.
Oh, yeah. The Avengers thing I'd be
How do
hyped
you
for.
feel
Yeah.
with us misfits?
Come on! Got ya!
Ready when you are, young master.
Oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful, man.
Time to hit the road.
Is that Seth Rogen with
Can I get a salute for the sacrificial lamb that they used to transition into the next game?
Come on, Daniel. You got this.
It's hard to be able to control his powers.
Could you imagine they tell you, hey, we're going to put you on after Final Fantasy VII Remake?
On the ground! Now! Oh!
Unless they put Keanu Reeves in this game, then there might be a...
Yeah, right.
So sorry, Daniel. I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug. What a nice dude, man.
I can tell you right now,
Hey, it's Gold Glove. What?
streamer and YouTuber reactions is really weird.
Oh yeah, but that's because you're one of us, right? Like,
Maybe I don't know. Chad, is it weird? I find it weird because I'm also a streamer, but is it weird for the viewers too?
This is gonna be the cliffhanger.
It's weird.
It's weird.
No, it's weird.
Okay.
No, it's
As a developer, it's weird.
All right, it's weird as a developer. It's weird as a streamer. It's weird as a viewer. All right, it's weird. It's probably extra weird if you were in it.
No, that's the ending, isn't it?
I feel like we got to get Gold Glove and ask him if it was weird.
I think it's because it's almost like the trailer's trying to tell you how to feel instead of just giving you the content and you feeling yourself.
It's like watching a movie trailer and having someone go, "Damn, that was fucking sick."
Yeah, that's 100%
Okay.
it.
All right, that's weird. I agree. That's weird.
We've established the weirdness.
It was weird. You guys are right.
It's weird. It's so weird.
From ages long ago, miasma has blanketed
What?
the world. Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check, but the crystal's power is not eternal.
Is this Final Fantasy Chronicles for Switch?
I remember playing this so fucking long ago, I think.
It is
Like on the
Crystal
DS,
Chronicles.
right? Yeah. And it was also on GameCube.
Never did I imagine.
There's definitely a weird trend right now in video games where they're just remaking things for nostalgia
multiplayer mode.
that'll then turn
You know,
into
people
money.
spend money on it.
Yeah.
It will be a weird trend if they weren't doing it.
Sure, yeah. No, I mean, it's smart.
On smartphones. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. This winter, embark on a new journey once more.
Sure. Uh-oh. They're gonna make a second one? Oh no, this, oh, okay, this is the PC thing.
This should be fun.
You beat this game, right, Bahroo?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go with yes.
Okay. It got, okay.
This is it's a game that has so much potential, and it just doesn't.
I didn't like it. I spent about 10 hours offline playing it, and I was like, all right. It had some stuff.
Problem is, it's major pacing issues.
Yeah.
You can't just play one character's story. You play everybody's character chapter 1,
Right.
and everybody's character chapter 2.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It just never comes together in the way you hope it would. Right?
Yeah.
Travel.
There's also
next
like
one.
this really weird 50 level jump between last chapter and last boss.
Yeah.
That's where
Next
I
one.
stopped.
What is this?
I mean,
I don't know, babe. I'd give an arm, maybe. Oh, Lost Remnant. They've remade this game about 7 billion times.
Let's remake
The
it
Xbox
again.
360 game?
Yeah. Oh, it's the Switch version? Okay. I mean, it's not a bad game.
They should do Lost Odyssey on Switch.
I agree.
Not a Square Enix game, but that would
Lost Odyssey is pretty good. I'm a fan
Lost
of it.
Odyssey on Switch.
Blue Dragon, Golden Sun. Those two.
Are we just naming JRPGs? Is that what we're doing? Huh?
That's the two I want. That's the two I want. That's all I want.
Fucking give me the Xenogears
Available
remake.
tonight.
Fair.
Let's do a Breath of Fire remake.
Ooh.
The second one, though, because that fusing shit was next level.
It's bigger. It's
Dragon
better.
Quest XI
It's the
DLC?
one, the only, the builders builder
Nope,
of the
never mind.
game. It's Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Okay, this game's fun though.
Is it? I've heard a lot
I
of people
don't-
are into it.
I don't even know what
It's
this
a
is.
good-
The children of
On the Switch, it's a good time killer.
I've heard it is.
Has outlawed the
Dragon Quest
building,
was just
cooking, and creation of
too
all
much for
things,
me.
and
Yeah?
captured the builders. All hope seems to be lost
Brutal.
until you,
Execution.
a young apprentice
Did you
builder,
play 11,
manages to
Bahroo?
escape the clutches of evil.
I tried.
Okay.
really did try.
I thought 11 was fucking badass. The music was duty, but everything else was good.
It is up to you.
Yeah, having the same two audio, like two sets of music for the entire game, that wasn't any good. There was battle music and there was overworld music. There was nothing else.
Just fucking 30 billion hours of that.
I've never actually played a Dragon Quest game. I've only played builders.
Yeah, I mean they're not bad. They're old school JRPGs.
You will have to master new crafting skills on each island, with more to do and even more to create.
11's about 100 hours long. You can try to beat it.
Everything in Dragon Quest
That's
Builders
insane.
2 is much, much bigger. Build huge structures in a larger world with more variety and options than ever before, and with a little help
So is
from
this
eager islanders.
Dragon Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's exactly that.
Okay.
And you're like, it's like people have lost their ability to like build things or to innovate, and you're the only person who knows how to make. So the concept of the game is you're like learning
Oh
how
man,
to
they're
make.
fucked if they have me building everything.
Just dicks everywhere. It's just a nation of dicks. You want a
Your
house?
character's like,
Penis shake.
Monsters
Go ahead,
this
Ron.
land and will need to be dispatched.
this character is like Goku's getting a haircut after going Super Saiyan 3 and getting stuck.
Yeah.
What is this character?
I mean, it's a Toriyama character, right? So
I guess.
I'm like actually disappointed that's his hair going back. I thought that was his eyebrows going back like bunny ears, and I was incredibly impressed. But it's his hair.
Is there going to be multiplayer though? That's the question.
Wow.
that I don't. Is there multiplayer bronze in the
No.
Okay.
No, not that I know of. Pretty sure.
Chat's saying yes, at least in this one, maybe.
I want to yell at somebody in chat, but I'm going to leave it go.
Tasty tomatoes.
There's farming.
Hey, the
You know, I'll unite. I would hope that's.
Require big help.
Okay, now people are saying first didn't, but second well. I was like, have I been playing alone like a loser for no reason?
Let your creativity run wild. The only limit is your imagination.
I'll play
So
this.
Call on your friends
I'm down.
and build your fate.
With friends, this is gonna be addictive.
Yeah, they made a fucking slime.
Then JP can help you build your dick kingdom.
Dicks for everyone. That's what I
Only
say.
you can defeat the children of Hargon. Bring an end to destruction and save the world in Dragon Quest Builders 2.
So the concept is they killed the builders and nobody can build. So is everybody just? They actually just effectively made the world stupid, and you're the last remaining intelligent person.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
And this game is a power fantasy.
By the way.
Kind of. It reminds me of that book, Memory of Earth. Anyways.
Oh, here's Dragon Quest 11.
Nice.
By the way, you can pre-order Final Fantasy 11 or Final Fantasy 7 Remaster Collector's Edition right now if you want.
How much is it?
$300.
Okay. I guess. That's both terrifying and great. Wait. Is this an engine switch like Halo? But
No, this is 11. What are you talking about?
no. I mean, can you do
Switching
both
over to like
engines?
the.
Repeat what you said, Rami.
Like it looks like you can.
Are they
switch
are they
between
demaking?
Oh yes,
it,
you can.
basically?
No, you can go between the two different versions, the
Can?
PS4 version and the DS version, and the Switch. Yeah, on the Switch you can. You can go back and forth.
I didn't know that.
They also have the orchestral music on that as well.
Is Final Fantasy VII going to be out on PC?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so.
People are saying that the demo was in multiple formats.
What is that? Someone paste that link again. Someone pasted it earlier. It's on the Square Enix store only. That Square Enix always does that stuff.
PS4 exclusive. cry. I cry.
There you go. It's in the chat. Yeah, it's $330.
It'll be sold out in about 5 minutes, so get it while you can.
Yep. That's why I ordered it before I said that you could get it. Because I wanted that fucking order to go through. 200 IQ.
You fucker.
You're smart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You could have at least messaged me first.
I mean, you know, I probably should have. You're right. I didn't know that you were interested. All right.
I mean, I'm interested, but I'm not collector's edition interested.
I want her to be on this show. I'm interested. Jeez.
Hello everyone, this is Carolina.
Alberto.
There's also an EU store, I think.
It's not.
What is that? What is happening here?
We're a family of motorsport fans from Mexico, and we're the founders of Original Fire Games.
Over the last few decades, we have seen a fascinating evolution in racing games.
Is Square Enix getting into car
you can
porn?
drive almost any type of car on amazing recreations of the best tracks in the world.
However, we believe it's time to try something different. We want to do this by reviving a style that pioneered racing games decades ago.
Our game mixes top-down racing with a classic, sharp arcade look and tactile driving physics.
Are they gonna close with
which
Avengers,
brings
I
together
guess?
a whole range of
Probably.
styles and
That'll probably
genres
be
of
their big.
motorsport.
We are delighted to share this moment with you.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride and see you again soon.
What is this?
I don't know.
There it is. Square Enix order verification. Oh my god. Oh, this is that battalion game, isn't it?
Battalion 1944 recaptures the core of classic competitive first-person shooters. You'll need to quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition. There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination, capture the flag, or team deathmatch, and perfect your tactics in the highly competitive war-type game mode.
I've heard this is actually really good.
The competitive toolset is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards. Kill enemies, win
I feel like this is one of those games I'm gonna have
matches,
to play
demonstrate your Battalion
to determine whether I like it or not.
Yeah, it's a bare bones shooter. So if you don't like, you know, aiming important, this sounds like I'm talking down to you. That's not how I mean it. It's like aim is all this game is. There's no like fucking walking on walls or any of that. You're literally just aiming.
So it's the old COD, basically.
Yeah, old COD like CS:GO type shit. Yeah.
Halt the Axis offensive in their tracks with the rapid fire PPS.
Basically, if you're like Ezekiel the Third, don't play this game. That's how we say that around here.
As their owners. With a range of environments to test your skills in and a variety of weapons at your disposal, play as a team and compete to be top of the leaderboards. Available now on Steam.
Yeah, it's not a rose. Zeke would agree with that. Ah. Started popping. What the? Does this have something to do with all their music on Spotify? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we already know that. What a weird thing to put in a shirt. Okay.
You know, it's actually a skit that really wasn't that cringy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I liked it.
Everyone calm down, all right? Don't freak out. The best game of all time is on. Rami, talk to us about it.
How did you feel about that game?
Oh, I thought this game was incredible if you've played Kingdom Hearts before. Otherwise, it's a bad game.
Wow, getting called out here.
But that didn't answer the question.
Oh, it did. It wasn't the answer that you were looking for. You know, that's the
Does
Kingdom
Sora's
Hearts answer
heart
right there.
lie in your heart?
I think it does.
This is Kingdom Hearts 4.238 over 4.
I think it's called Kingdom Hearts Rebalance.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Long Division Edition.
Holy shit.
Did they put a game in there this time?
Kingdom Hearts Remind.
It's weird that it's not voice.
I love that it's not voice.
How to save money on voice actors.
This is so Kingdom Hearts. Yep. Yep. I'll be there day one.
Yeah.
Great. All right. What if Robert's
Please
down?
welcome
Oh shit.
Naoki Yoshida.
Now
producer
I do
and
know
director
something
of
about
Final
this game that could show up here, and if it
Online.
does, I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit.
Kingdom Hearts.
Hi guys! Hi guys! My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. 今日はですね、すいません、短い時間ですが、僕からはいよいよこの7月2日発売となるファイナルファンタジー14拡張パッケージ第3弾漆黒のヴィランズの紹介をさせていただきます。
So we'd like to take a little bit of your time to show off Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV's third expansion pack, which is releasing on July the 2nd.
2013年に新生オルゼア・レルムリボーンが発売されてから、6年が経ちました、なんと世界で累計登録アカウント数1600万を突破し、なんとこのですね漆黒のヴィランズの発売を前にして有料会員数も過去最高を、更新することができました、これらは全て世界中のプレイヤー光の戦士の皆さんのおかげです。この場を借りて改めてお礼申し上げます。
It's been 6 years since the release of A Realm Reborn in 2013, and over the years we have surpassed 16 million total registered users. Plus, we have reached the highest number of active subscribers in history, in its history, before the launch of Shadowbringers. This is all thanks to our players, our warriors of light.
You know, that's one of the more impressive things.
What? That it keeps growing?
Highest all-time subscriber count.
Yep.
Nobody gives a shit how many people have played the game before.
Yeah.
We view Shadowbringers as
Game's
more
good
than a
as fuck,
simple
man.
expansion pack, but as a new game
got like
filled with
1,300 hours in it.
volume and gameplay experiences
I've
that
been
are comparable
debating
to a
getting
brand
into
new
it.
standalone
You should come
RPG
play on
title.
Genova.
また新ジョブであるガンブレーカー、それから踊り子、新種族のロスガルとビエラなど、これからファイナルファンタジー14を始める皆さんにも多数の新規の要素が用意されています。
And there's so many new elements in the game for those who have yet to play Final Fantasy XIV, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer, as well as 2 new playable races, the Frothgar and the Viera.
Bronze, remember the other day when you were eating Fran's ass out on your stream? This is relevant. No, do you remember this?
Yes.
You can play a Vieira in Final Fantasy XIV, the new expansion.
We are excited to bring Shadowbringers as the latest installment
Okay,
in
well,
the
that
Final
just
Fantasy
sells me
franchise for
on
our
that.
fans to
Yeah, there
enjoy.
you go.
At least until 2020, March 3rd, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out.
それではいよいよ7月2日、ローンチとなりますが、この場で世界初公開となるその漆黒のヴィランズのローンチトレーラーをご覧いただこうと思います。
We are pleased to bring a world premiere of the launch trailer for Shadowbringers releasing on July the 2nd.
I hope this is the trailer. I hope it is.
Wow. You already know.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book.
I don't think it is.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future.
That's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back.
The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor. That's him. That's Vorthree.
That is a big belly.
Part of Yulmor's society.
Thick boy.
But they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
This world is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it. This world has had its fill of heroes.
I don't think that was actually the English sentence.
Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you.
Through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But
They are gods after a fashion, yes. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
Oh shit. That means nothing to you guys, but that's a big
I
fucking
kind
deal.
of understand a little bit about primals. I played some of the game, but then Neuraxia died and I boycotted. I was like, well, I don't want to play this anymore.
What the fuck?
Can you give me like an easy version to understand?
That goes against everything that the past like 4 years or 6 years of that game have said.
Oh, okay, cool.
What the fuck is this?
Dying Light.
Oh.
Yeah, Dying Light.
Interesting song choice. This game's gonna be terrifying, isn't it?
Oh yeah, especially at
so.
night.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
This is the co-op game where I play with 3 other people and just say, hey, you should go over there and check that out real quick for us. And then if they start screaming, I'll go the other way. I will not play this by myself.
This is the game where I turn into a giant fucking pussy and stay inside at night. Because I'm like, no, I'm just to stay in a safe house. And everyone's like, you get more experience. I'm like, no, I'm good.
They made it super hard at night, man.
I mentioned it the other day. This is the only game that did darkness properly.
Yeah.
This is the game where I go, I can take that on, and then proceed to die.
In about 2 seconds, yeah. That looks cool.
I feel I've seen all of that before, but it might not have been public.
Okay.
Was the release date public already?
Yeah, they've been, that was out there during Microsoft when they were saying that.
I didn't see it then. Just add another thing into Q1 next year.
Alright, so it was public. Okay, good.
Is this Avengers? No.
It's Avengers! Look!
that's Iron Man, bro.
It's Hawkeye!
Wait, was that...
Captain America in a new outfit.
Yeah, this is a weird take on the Marvel Universe.
It really is. Shit. Hey, look, it's Thanos. He's there.
I saw him, I think. I never played this. This is an old game, right? It's being remade?
Yes.
Yeah, I never played. I don't think I played this one.
I believe it's on PlayStation 2. I feel like it is.
Rami, where's the fun meter at?
It's at confused at the moment.
Okay, confused.
I really feel like they shouldn't have opened with Final Fantasy VII.
I mean, we'll see what the there comes some crazy
that might
shit.
mean that there's something big at the end.
I mean,
or they were just like, fuck it, just start with that. That's what they're all here for anyway.
Maybe end with 7 as well.
I don't know what
they've
really
been out there
show.
saying Avengers is going to be the next fucking game of the year shit. So
that's a tall order.
Yeah. I would love it if they had a Avenger walk out on stage. That'd be great.
Don't say that. That would be too much for me.
By the way, have you watched the Chef Show yet on Netflix? You should.
I don't think I have.
It's,
I'm watching that street food show.
It's Jon Favreau cooking for the Avengers. I'm not kidding.
So they have a portrait for every announcement, so they've got two more.
Fantasy Brave Exvius.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, this is a mobile game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
39 million downloads.
I'm not gonna lie, I played this a little bit. It's not terrible.
Square Enix
I don't play a lot of mobile
the
games
international
though.
reveal
Mobile
of a
game
new
still.
title born of the
My mods tried to get me to
FFVII
play this. They lost their lives to it.
War of the Visions.
Listen, there's this unspoken rule. People who are addicted to mobile games and gacha do not get other people addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that to each other.
Unfortunately, they forget about that
Getting
rule.
your friends addicted to meth, you know? Why'd you do that?
Yeah. Stick this
You already
in there.
ruined
Here
your
you go,
life. Yeah, ruined your friend's life.
This is the story of Ardura.
Jesus, someone in my chat said I spent $2,000 on Brave Exvius.
That would embroil the entire continent in conflict.
Only
Was it
2,000?
that
Them's rookie numbers for gacha games. Rookie numbers.
It's like my Path of Exile bullshit.
As the war of the visions.
Okay, I'm guilty of Path of Exile. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I've spent money on that game.
Leonis, ruled by the Red Lion
We're
Monarch.
not going to discuss, chat, how much I've spent. Don't bring that shit up. Not in front of my friends. Come on now.
How much have you spent on PoE?
I spent money on Clash Royale and Command and Conquer Rivals.
And its
At
brave
last
wise
count,
king.
Bahroo, we were in the 6K range.
Venice, where the
So-
king of the savages has organized the barbarian tribes into
I haven't
Arthur's
spent that
mightiest
since
militant
like
state.
Korean MMO time. Like
Some of
back in
that's for
the
giveaways for chat.
early 2000s when I played the Korean
Yeah, you
MMOs.
okay?
Giveaways,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, we did a bunch of
Giveaway.
giveaways. We did a bunch of giveaways. Okay.
You okay? Was that something that was provided to you to give away, or did you buy that to give
No, the
away?
way it works is you message DG and say, "Hey, I want to do this," and they say, "Okay, can you buy X amount of product?" And then you buy those, and then they change the product for you to give into codes to give those away. It's a weird process.
Huh?
All is for one's homeland.
But you're welcome. The servers are up today for me because of me. So
Of the
there you go.
visions.
Yeah.
Final
You're-
Fantasy.
Thank you for your tribute so that the rest of us brokies can enjoy Path of Exile.
There you go. Is it Avengers time? Come on, man.
It's Avengers time. I'm calling it. Never mind.
Yeah. Gears of War Judgment?
Wasn't that the worst one?
Oh, that's this got announced.
Yeah,
Or
this was leaked. Yeah.
What was it again?
I don't know.
Babylon's Fall, is that it?
Might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Oh, yes,
actual
that's right.
gameplay footage.
Oh, is that Babylon itself?
God damn you, Rami.
I love you, Rami.
God damn you. Oh, this is Outriders,
Outright.
I believe. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
So what is that?
Can we
Like, cinematic with no gameplay automatically just rolls a 1 out of the 10 for the hype meter for me usually.
I mean, I like big doors though.
Big doors are
I
pretty
mean, that's a
good.
really big door.
That's a really
Let's give it
fucking
up
big door.
for big door.
It's pretty as shit. But it's also a CG trailer.
Am I wowed? Chat, I'm
gonna
not
say it's
wowed.
not
I'll let you know when I'm
in-engine.
wowed, so you can mark that. I'll go wow.
Please welcome Sebastian Wojciechowski. Studio.
Wow,
head.
look at that
People
last
can
name.
Fly.
I was going to say something too.
That is a.
I was like,
that's a-
she deserves an
Wow.
award
That
just for
name.
announcing him
Wow.
like so seamlessly.
I haven't been wowed yet, though, Chad. You can't mark off for me.
Sebastian Wojciechowski.
It said hosts, plural.
The studio behind Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, any Bulletstorm fans in the house? All right. Wow,
Bulletstorm
let
was
me tell
good.
you, it feels great to be here and feels amazing to be able to finally announce Outriders. I'd like to thank the team at People Can Fly. You guys are amazing, and I know that some of you are watching this live, even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning in Poland, so make a noise for them, please. Thank you, thank you. And of course, Square Enix for the help and support as we work together on this exciting new IP. You know, over the past few years, People Can Fly has grown to over 200 developers and 4 studios across Poland, the UK, and most recently the US to bring you what is our most ambitious shooter to date. To present more of our vision, I would like to take this moment to introduce a short video from our game director, Bartek Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
Wow, there was no gameplay.
Is this a Destiny thing?
Did he even tell us like what type of game it
Yeah.
is? Okay, here we go. Maybe he'll tell
Shooters
us.
are in our DNA.
Shooter.
It's our passion. And it's what we do. Outriders draws on all our experience from all our previous titles. It's a game we wanted to make for a very long time.
What people can fly?
We
What have they made?
describe Outriders as a
Bulletstorm.
dark, modern shooter
that stuff.
built with
Painkiller.
traditional values. By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story.
I also worked on
you can
Fortnite.
Enjoy with your friends or on your own.
Sure.
We want to tell a complete story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry.
That's a lot of guns.
And a hostile new world.
One might even say you
we
could
want to
salute
spend
them.
many hours in.
I'll fight you, JP.
It's
Seven's not enough for a
now
schloot,
that
my man.
since
Seven's not enough for a
people
schloot.
left
but
Epic Games.
I'm always
Outriders
down
is
for
a
another schluter.
1, 2, or 3 player, drop in, drop out, co-op shooter.
Co-op shooter.
In our game,
Ah.
you create
Oh, there's gameplay! I saw
and
it!
journey across the hostile planet of Enoch in search of the source of a mysterious signal. It's a
I feel like
pretty
that
dark
cameraman
and
who was looking at
unforgiving
that girl's phone
And
because I'm
yes,
just like
there's a
trying to
lot more
see
depth
those
to the
people's
game,
computer
but
screens.
I can't say more right now.
If you have epilepsy, you should have looked away about 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I do like their monster design. It's very Metro-ish.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Alright. Well, I'm always down for another schluter.
Should have shown us like just a little bit of gameplay. A little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Is it time they're drawing this out?
They're drawing this out.
I don't think so.
It's gotta be, this is it. It's gotta be the big one.
I don't think so.
Reincarnation.
No.
Is
Look
the
at
foundation of our
Unless
Thanos
the heroes
talking.
were reincarnated. They were snapped away and they've been reincarnated.
It's Avengers.
Are we gonna keep making this joke?
which shackles the
What in the fuck?
and causes
Oh,
the
Pepper
dead
Oh
Potts.
shit!
Different.
Scarlett
Indeed,
Johansson is
there is
blonde
no
again.
greater affront to reincarnation. So we turn our grief to joy as we send off the dead.
Holy shit, it's Thor.
I've always wondered, what do you think the pitch is for these games? Rami, how would you
But the
pitch this
souls
game
of those
to
who
Square?
held back
What's the
their
pitch?
tears in life still
I mean,
need salvation.
probably get an artist to draw all those big paintings, honestly.
A duty that falls.
Like, because they know they can make these games.
Yeah.
So I guess you're pitching the story and a core mechanic or two.
Sever the bonds that tie the lost to
I
this
just, I
world.
want, like, I want to know what the.
Send them off.
With studios like this,
She
though,
looks
I
like
think
she's 4 and she's wearing like underwear. I'm like
the
wildly
emotions of the
uncomfortable.
And the dead.
What were we
like
saying?
usually
Prize
Japanese
life.
studios have worked with more of a reputation system. Like if you're the creative director, you're the creative director.
Yeah.
I guess there's a pitch to like finance, but
This
they were
is
kind
the
of
story
different.
Of one watcher.
Yeah, Oninaki, that also was predicted, right? Or leaked?
I don't know. I don't know.
Actually available this year. That makes like 3 games out of the entire E3.
It's purple.
It's purple.
Like Soulstone. That means something.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Skate 4.
What? What?
Wait!
Oh!
What? Okay, never mind. I thought they were going the remaster situation. This is just porting. Okay. No, this is remaster. Holy shit. I'm so pissed that I played this game last year.
I feel jebaited.
I did too.
Alright, hear me out. Loki can shapeshift. They're all Loki. Still Avengers.
Still Avengers. Still not convinced.
It
What
looks
if at the end of
good.
this trailer, like half of them disappear into dust?
Final Fantasy
Like,
VIII is an
visually,
interesting game. Have you played this
It
before,
looks
Bronze?
pretty. I have.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Have you,
It was
Bahroo?
weird.
No.
It's an
I heard
interesting
Bahroo.
game.
I'm sorry. It started with a B.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. It's the last one they had to remaster. Damn, coming this year. DJ Wheat somewhere just felt the force. Got knocked back a little bit. He's a huge Final Fantasy VIII fan.
9 was my
It's
favorite.
getting dark.
Oh.
Here we go.
I don't know. Is this? I don't think this is it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Is this Final Fantasy?
The Avengers were everything I imagined.
Is it quiet?
Yeah, the
That
audio is
sounds-
really odd.
Thor, Tony, check it out. At once. Try to keep up. This just got a whole lot more interesting. Let's make this quick. Secure the bridge.
Yeah, it doesn't have the actor's likeness at all.
Not even a little
They
bit.
would have had to. They would have had to pay.
Yeah.
I think they probably went with
Really not worth it.
their own version.
Not a small angry man got it. Was that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cat, they got pulsar tanks.
It's really weird hearing Iron Man as not Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Tony, Thor, the cables!
Yeah, I think that was the
What's
Taskmaster.
going on over there?
Start to Chimera, what's your status? Should head back.
No, stay on task. There's still civilians on this bridge. Damn it, they played us. Some say they were set up. Others call them murderers.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Well, we all lost something that day. But that's not how this story ends.
Oh, yeah.
No gameplay footage.
Well, they said that was
really
in,
underwhelming.
They said that was in engine. I don't,
That's
That's
still
an
really
engine?
underwhelming.
huh?
Honestly, that looks like a knockoff, just trying to get money
Please
from
welcome
the Avengers being
Sean
popular.
Eskai, Creative Director, Crystal Dynamics.
This
and
looks like a
Will
cash grab.
Roseman, Vice President and Creative
I'm a
Director,
Marvel fanboy.
Marvel Games.
Yeah. Thank you. We love you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We are incredibly excited to reveal Marvel's Avengers to the world. A few years ago, Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action-adventure with cinematic storytelling. A game where we as players can experience in both single-player and co-op what it's like to be Earth's mightiest heroes.
Do I have any true believers in the house? Yes! Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also see that they're unique to this game, as this is Crystal's interpretation of these iconic characters.
Our story begins at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters, and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly when an attempt to steal this new technology results in massive destruction. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers are outlawed and our heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world. And our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes.
Strange. Strange.
You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity. It's about losing what matters to you most and fighting to get it back. Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, God, the crowd's...
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of adversity, about embracing our individual powers and learning.
I don't think the crowd's liking it.
We are mighty.
You'll lead the team as the legendary super soldier, Captain America.
So does that mean we only play
You'll
as
call
Captain?
down the lightning
Oh,
as
no,
the
okay, never mind.
Asgardian god of thunder, Thor. You'll channel the anger of scientist Bruce Banner by unleashing the Hulk.
Okay, we get it. You have the
You'll
Marvel
gather intel and strike swiftly.
Big
as the
reveals,
ultimate
big
tactical
scoops.
spy, Black Widow. And finally, you'll blast through the sky as the charismatic Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
To bring this incredible story to life, we've assembled an all-star cast. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I thought they were going to walk on stage and then realized, wait, no, that's not going to happen.
So, here we are. Avengers assembled.
Troy.
Who are you people again?
Oh, shit.
Hi, I'm Troy
Fucking
Baker, and I
Travis.
play Bruce Banner.
Hi, I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
Hi, I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey, and I'm playing Black Widow.
Hi, I'm Nolan North, and I play Tony Stark. There's certain characters I don't think you ever
You
have
can't
to be,
replace. I'm sorry, you can't.
I mean,
talked into.
Nolan North is pretty
You know,
Tough
I
shoes
would like
to
to
I
have-
don't.
step
You
into.
can't
Yeah,
replace him.
I don't think they're trying to
everybody
replace
always
him.
portrays him
They're
as a
trying to be
super confident
their own
character.
thing.
And I think it's a mask for him. I think he's one of the most vulnerable guys.
I think Bruce is just such a cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character. It's fun, and I've never played him before.
What is very relatable about Natasha is she's extremely capable, but she's at the core, she's human. She's
But-
surrounded by all of this
That's not
larger
almost right.
than life stuff, and she has to step up to it.
I feel like Thor got really interesting in the last like 10 or 15 years. For me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye, you know.
One of the things I think is cool about Cap is I never feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right for the job.
Having an original story to tell as well, what they've done at Crystal Dynamics is great. So I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game. But right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
What?
I like how, just like in the movie, Hawkeye is nowhere to be seen.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check
It was a
the science?
heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that. You knew that, and you still paraded it before the
Terrigen,
entire
does that mean
world.
So
what?
Human?
We just give up.
Yeah.
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
No, we failed him. We failed him.
Please welcome Scott Amos, Head of Studio, and Megan Marie, Senior Community and Social Media Manager, Crystal Dynamics.
I'm jealous of this crowd because I wanted to be that excited.
I mean, I'm gonna see what they have to say.
Hello, E3.
We're gonna have words.
I'm probably still gonna play it anyway.
You've just seen a high-level view of the cinematic
I'm a huge fanboy for it,
character-driven
but
campaign
and
of Marvel's
it hurt.
Avengers. But launch is only the beginning of this adventure.
Marvel's Avengers delivers a narrative over multiple years with
What do you
exciting
call
new
that
content
jacket?
released at a regular basis.
Okay.
Like the Avengers, you and your friends are stronger together. You'll assemble into teams of up to 4 players online.
I don't know, man. I'm still pretty
Where you
hyped
can
by
master
this.
extraordinary abilities. Where you can customize a growing roster of heroes and defend the Earth from ever-escalating threats. Oh, yes.
I'm pretty
Oh,
about
yes.
this.
And I feel
to
like
make sure
Wolverine's in the game
everyone
because
comes on
someone
this
sliced
journey
her
with
jacket
us,
up.
We're incredibly
So-
thrilled to announce that every new superhero and every new region will be delivered at no additional cost.
So they're gonna add people to it over
Wait,
time.
wait, free
Oh,
updates?
So
I'm
our
willing
promise
to- I'm willing to
community
try it.
Is that we won't have random loot boxes or pay-to-win scenarios.
It's weird that that's the thing you cheer for.
I know we shouldn't be cheering for that.
This game represents a collaboration
No, please
across
cheer for
Crystal
that.
Dynamics.
Well, yes.
I mean,
But-
like, you know.
I know exactly what you mean, but also yes, cheer for that.
IDOS Montreal, these guys are here. Nixie Software, our new Crystal Northwest studio, and everyone at Square Enix.
So our game is about embracing your powers and living your superhero dreams. We have an exclusive gameplay demo in our booth that will show you more of the core campaign, its original story, and our superheroes in action.
So, Marvel's Avengers will release worldwide on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC.
Okay.
We got you covered.
PC.
And we're excited to be partnering with PlayStation to bring some awesome surprises to the PlayStation audience,
PlayStation exclusives.
including
We're not going to
early
show up at
beta
E3,
access
but we'll take those exclusives.
Early access.
and unique benefits that we'll be revealing in the future.
Fuck.
But before we go, we have one
I'm not
final
trying to
glimpse
sit through
into
those
our world,
loading screens just for
including
some
when
in-game
you'll get to
exclusives.
play this game.
Disgusting.
This is what's next for the Avengers. Thank you, true believers.
What's this true? What's this true believers thing?
I don't understand True Believers.
You're not giving them your blind faith.
Oh.
I have a plan, but it's risky.
Oh, that's
This
Stan
spider.
Lee. Okay.
That doesn't look ready. Come on, Tony, live a little.
Unbelievable. It worked.
Keanu
Sort of
Reeves.
cute when they're small.
Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
Take him. Cool.
I mean, they should have got Paul Rudd to do it, and then we'd
Those
be
people
screaming.
are expensive,
but
man.
I know. If they got the Rudd and they did Scott Lang instead of Hank Pym, then we would have been like had him walk out on stage. A precedent has been set.
Wait, did that have a release date tied to it?
No.
Marvel's apparently on Facebook saying that comes out May 15th, 2020.
Yeah, it had it. It had the thing on there.
Oh, it did? They had it?
it
Oh,
did?
okay. Sorry. I didn't see that.
Shit, here comes the disclaimer.
They cut that music quick.
I didn't see it either.
Here comes GDPR
I
clients.
feel so baited.
Do you?
Bingo! With the 2020 release for Avengers, I got bingo.
Yeah.
I didn't get
So let's talk about this Avengers thing.
I would love to. Love to talk about it.
It's Avengers.
They're trying to do their own thing. Yes, it would have been cool to play Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, but I don't.
No. That would box him in so hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm
those
saying.
characters are,
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we're like those characters are awesome, and you know what? I'm also kind of thankful that this game can't fuck up those characters. Like those characters, they're their own thing. I love them. They're good. Huge Marvel fan. Huge MCU fan. But them doing something different gives me more hope than seeing Tony Stark appear.
I agree.
Seeing Robert Downey appear. Well,
Yes.
they're the same person in some ways, but Robert Downey would not work here. Like Chris Evans would not work here.
Yeah.
Maybe Thor would have worked. But,
You just want one?
like
Is that what you're saying? You just want one of them?
well, he's funny because that character has been reinvented so many times that I would believe it if they reinvent him again, right?
Right.
But that's kind of the thing. Like, I think this is good. Like, you know what they fucked up? They didn't fuck up the characters. What they fucked up is that they showed us shit.
Yeah, sure.
I feel that's a pretty consistent theme throughout all of this Square Enix thing.
I'd agree with that.
They open fucking strong, like goosebumps strong. Like my hairs are like this is still Final Fantasy VII right here. And then after that, they just went the everybody else's route, which was we just show shit that'll be there in 2020, and here's a video.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
I would agree with that. I don't have any way to combat that.
I mean,
string of
I'm
statements.
I'm normally not like a huge like graphics person, so I feel bad even saying this. But is it just me, or did the game just not look like
It didn't look like it had its final polish on it.
right? It almost looked like the game they put out that was kind of like Path of Exile. Played it for a while. Marvel Heroes, like it had that like weird, but like because the art that they showed at the end with like Iron Man flying through like the sky or whatever, and it's like you can play with your friends online. That looks nothing like the style of what the actual trailer was. Like the trailer is a totally different style
Right.
than their concept art. Because their concept art looks like more in the vein of Anthem, and then the trailer just looks.
It's a cursed word.
You know, I know it's a curse, but you know, like
Don't say
visually, it looks like more hyper realistic, and then like what we saw was more cartoony, but it didn't have that like quality that like Spider-Man had, where it was like kind of cartoony, but in a good way. It's like cartoony, but in like a colorless, like bland way.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, but what did we really see? We saw like a bridge exploding and a scene in the dark of two people talking. How does code keep materializing everywhere? What is
Look,
this
it's just
magic?
we've got it happens. All right, it happens. Welcome,
Hey,
Kel,
guys.
by the way.
Hello.
We're talking about the Avengers
doing,
thing because obviously.
How do you feel about it?
How do you? Where are your thoughts on Avengers? We've got. It's a thing. We're working through it mentally here. Where are you
I
at?
think it looks cool.
Yeah,
I thought it looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I thought the action sequences looked good. It was a little bit confusing because it said like in-game engine, not gameplay, but then there were definitely parts of it that looked like gameplay where it was right behind the character and they were doing
Right.
like gameplay things. So if that's what it's going to look like, and I'm going to be able to like run around as the big superheroes and do that kind of stuff, I could get behind that. That could be kind of fun. There was some space stuff and all sorts of other things. Did get a little bit worried at the end when they were talking about like new worlds and upcoming stuff. I gotta admit, chat said it. I heard you guys talk about when I got in. Definitely some little Anthem stuff. But at the same time, completely different company, completely different situation. Crystal Dynamics has a much better reputation these days than I'd say BioWare did. So I think we're probably okay. Also, we got to remember that the Marvel universe has so many resources behind it. I don't
Marvel,
think they. Yeah,
they're not gonna run out of things to pull in.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm still like I'm just being a little baby and going, I want Tony Stark that I love. I know I'm just being a baby.
No,
but
I think that's what everyone like. They didn't not say that was what that was going to be. So everyone had the expectation that like they were going to get, the movie, the MCU of the game. But that's obviously not what we're getting.
I mean, it's funny though how despite being so far away from the MCU, they set it up basically exactly like Endgame, right? Like the start of this game is effectively there is division amongst the Avengers over a incident in the past that has torn the group into multiple groups, and then something bad happened that killed a lot of people, and now they have to come to terms with their failure. Like this is like if you had told me that this is Endgame's story, I would believe it, kind of. Like it feels very similar. But they have a lot of space to play with. Like, I just fucking want to know what the game is. I don't know. I've seen
that's a reoccurring theme through all of E3.
Yeah,
yeah,
it really is.
I would say it was kind of funny when the Square or when the Marvel guys were on stage and they were like, Crystal Dynamics has their own personal creative view of the Marvel universe, and I'm like, yeah, they didn't have enough money to hire the actors.
Right, and that's another way to say that.
That's super clear. Yeah, it's like, but I got to admit, they got together an all-star voice acting cast.
Oh yes, they did.
In terms of gaming talent, like
without a doubt.
And I think this also helps them in some ways because Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is one version of Iron Man, just like Tom Holland's Spider-Man is one version of Spider-Man. And I think this gives them more freedom writing-wise to either flesh out characters that didn't really get fleshed out in the way they wanted or introduce elements that because their Black Widow seems a lot more approachable than Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. And this also allows them to kind of take their version of those characters and the writing of those characters in a different direction. I think once they become familiar to us, we're going to like them in a different way than what we like with the movies, because the movie characters are super badass. And when we start at level 1 or the equivalent in this game, I'm assuming our characters won't be. So seeing Robert Downey Jr. Suck would be very weird, be very jarring after seeing him literally destroy Thanos, right? Like it would be very weird to go back. And,
I wonder how they're going to do that.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. What does a level 1 Avenger look like? Right? Because there has to be an RPG thing here. Also,
you know how.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I was gonna say, you know how Thor looked when he was digging through that guacamole when he first showed up?
Yeah.
Big belly. That's a level 1.
Okay.
It's a level 1 adventure.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the alternative is that what we're looking at is clearly the intro, right? This is the tutorial.
Yes.
So
it's being the game, sure.
And maybe that whole 5-year delay is their way of somehow muting everyone's power. Like everyone has not been superheroing for 5 years, and now they're the story is picking back up and they're coming back together, and it's like maybe that plays into it somehow. But I don't know, man. It is a weird concept.
Yeah.
Maybe there's not going to be that kind of thing. Maybe it's not going to be an RPG. Maybe you just are the superheroes and you don't really level or do anything, and maybe it's going to be cosmetic stuff. Who knows?
Or maybe there's different versions of the characters you can modify. Instead of leveling up, you have the different mark armors, the stony, you have different weapons, Thor, you have there's a lot they can do with it. The thing with talking about this game is they have a lot of shit here, but I have no idea what it is. And I guess until I do, I'm excited about them having either the lack of money or the guts to do new characters, or both. I'm excited for that. This looks cool.
Yeah, Bahroo kind of.
Who would you play? Who would y'all play?
Thor.
I'd probably be Hulk or Thor.
Here, I hope in the story, and this is a cop-out answer because the answer is I don't know, but I hope in the story that it's the type of thing where it's all right, in this portion you have to play as Captain America, in this portion you have to play as Robert Downey Jr., etc. But in the online stuff, I don't know if there's other Marvel other Marvel people that I'd rather play than those 5. If we have a full roster of quote the Avengers, there's some other people I'd probably be interested in playing. Like, fucking throw Wolverine in there, man. I'd be all about that shit.
Mhm.
Like, that'd be fucking dope.
So
yeah,
this is gonna have online, you know.
yeah.
Right?
So
Yeah.
what were they
So, like,
saying there at the end?
I assume that means we can't have two Hulks.
Yeah. Like, how does that work? That's true.
Or
Is it
maybe
gonna
they'll
be
just
like
maybe they'll just say fuck it, two Hulks, go.
The secrets of the multiverse.
Yeah, right. Is that how they get around that? I mean, they totally could, man. They totally could. You're not wrong.
I got emailed by a bunch of press the other day because they had said something. The way they called it was like really weird. The way they said what kind of game it was.
A games
It
as
was
service
like
thing or a live
a
service?
a continuous single player game or something.
Huh. Okay.
And everybody was just asking like, is this a phrase that people use in game development? I'm like, I've never fucking
Continuous single
yeah,
player.
they
game?
call it a continuous single player and co-op game. That's what they referred. And
That
I
sounds
just had,
suspiciously like a live service.
Right.
yeah, right? Yeah, I was like, no, this sounds like they're trying to like say live service without saying live service. This is what we're good at in the games industry.
Yeah.
We try some shit, we fuck it up, and then we just rename it something else because now everybody's used to it anyway. Like,
Does that mean it's
games
going to be
industry
like
101.
like the single player and the multiplayer is the same, and then the extra characters are taken up by AI?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was.
I don't know what that means. What does that even mean? Continuous.
But I'm kind of circling back to what you guys said, but May is pretty soon, right? Like that game comes out, that game ships in May of 2020. I mean, not pretty soon, but
Relatively
shouldn't
soon.
we be seeing like some fucking gameplay with some goddamn UI and stuff? Like, shouldn't we be seeing a game at this point?
At
I
this
mean, you
point,
never put UI in an E3 game though.
Yeah, that's just not a
Don't
good,
do it.
that's a dev
Yeah, it's
101.
not-
I mean,
it's not acceptable.
it doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, you could. I mean, it's 6 months out. Anthem was built in 6 months, so I mean, who knows?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's put it this way: the chances are that if it's on the show floor, gameplay footage will be out there.
It'll
like,
leak
that'll
somehow.
be part of the. Yeah, it's not even a leak. This
Well,
is
yeah.
probably like set up that way, right? So
Yeah.
it'll get there. It'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
So if there is a demo, there will be gameplay soon.
Gotcha.
I just hope it's more than that bridge because that looks like the most scripted shit you could possibly show of that game, and I want to know what the game is, not what the intro is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to be excited about this, but as you can tell, I'm having a rough time, which is I think because I love the Marvel universe so much that I want this to be really, really, really good. And I was told that it was going to be really, really good, and it's just kind of like question marks for now. So let's wait for a little bit, and then let's talk again in like a few days.
Okay.
Kind of in the same place. Like it's a little confusing because they advertise like continuous updates and stuff, but they didn't give us an idea of what progression will look like.
Yeah.
Because the trailer
Yeah.
makes it seem very story driven, like this is a story that you play through. So it doesn't give us a clear idea of what multiplayer looks like and what progression looks like, and that's very weird because those are like what the devs came out and said conflicts with what they showed us.
Yeah, it's like coming out and promising, "Hey guys, did y'all like that gameplay? Well, don't worry, you'll be able to continue that beyond the initial campaign. What have we shown you so far? Don't worry about that. There's more of it. You don't know what it is, but there's more of it coming."
Right. Well, here
I do like more.
I mean, you
more's good.
You gotta admit,
More's
though,
always good.
They did learn from Spider-Man and didn't put any puddles in this trailer.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Chat was bringing up Spider-Man. When we first saw the Spider-Man trailer, what was everyone's reaction? Was it? I remember
Everybody was blown
Puddlegate,
away.
but like, were people? Did it have
I
the
was like,
amount of
good.
hype going into it?
I think the first
Yeah.
gameplay trailers were like when everything
Yeah.
started kind of to click. When people saw the web slinging and saw that like that was pretty damn well acted and like that's for me at least, that's where I was like, holy shit! Like I'm not even a big
Yep.
Spider-Man fan. This looks awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like it. We know who's acting. That's cool. Good cast. Excited for it. Probably going to be a good story. Hope it's going to be a good game.
All right.
Now let's go to the other one though, because Final Fantasy VII, that shit
you.
looked incredible.
This shit looked fucking good, man.
Wow.
God damn.
There is absolutely nothing that like reaches this.
It looked
This is
really
probably the
fucking
best
good, man.
It's the best of E3.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, Keanu Reeves, but it was
Well,
really,
Keanu Reeves looked really good on stage. Cole, what were your thoughts on this? We all went crazy.
Man. I was in my own little world, just a smile on my face the entire time. Everything I heard in the trailer, I liked. The combat system looks fun. The pause, rotate thing looks amazing. That boss fight was like 4+ phases.
Yes.
Like 4+ distinct phases. I mean, it was like, what is a weapon fight going to look like?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. Like
24 hours and 300 phases. Like, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that shit. No, it looks awesome. Everything about this looks great. And I love how they paced it. I love the little reveal after reveal they did throughout the thing. The Tifa show, the Sephiroth show. It was. I can't wait for this game. I can't wait.
It looks like they took all the best from Final Fantasy XV's active battle system and mixed it with what we really want from a Final Fantasy VII game, which is the turn-based strategic tactical gameplay. They mix that, and it looks logical.
Right.
It looks like this gameplay system. This is how you show a video game. You show the system. The system works. Like you see this, and the particles aren't done yet, right? Like, and the environments aren't entirely done yet. And you can see the animation stutter every now and then. And there's all that, but you can see where they're going, and where they're going is good. Like this is what I wanted. It's basically the impact of like Noctis zipping around, but with instead of Noctis with its light little blades, Cloud with.
I like the Noctis shade. I can get behind the Noctis shade. I really can. It's good.
No, this is I like Noctis. He's whatever. But like he's like this sword is twice the size, but they didn't like it's still Final Fantasy. It looks more realistic, but they didn't go realistic.
Right.
They're very true to Final Fantasy. Yes, this guy can swing that sword. Obviously. This is it. They're doing it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Cole, what were you trying to jump in there?
Oh, I was going to say, and one thing that I absolutely love that they did was that boss fight was essentially a vertical slice of how you're going to enjoy the game. Like they showed blocking mechanics. This thing was crawling on the wall. There was a shield mechanic in there. They had to stun it with electricity. Like that was the person playing the game, and everything we're going to be doing like right there in front of us. It looked fun as hell the whole time. Like all this stuff just looked fantastic. It was great.
Character switching.
Yeah, exactly. Spell usage, item usage. That very last move that he did with the slice. Like, man. Oh, yeah, great. It's great.
Now,
I just love that. Like, I was just gonna say, I just like that. 15 had its combat flaws, but I just like that it's not gonna be just like chugging items. Like, you played the 15 end game.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, it was.
And it was just item spam the whole time.
Yeah. That it won't. Well, 15's its old thing. I'm not going to open that up. I have a lot of thoughts about 15.
Yeah, JP has played through 15 all the way through twice. So.
Yeah, with DLC and everything. And I think Rami's right there as well. On. So if we're going to have this discussion.
I played through all of it, and then I trained my mom to play that as her first video game ever. Like, I've seen that game a lot because I've watched the opening scene for 27 minutes as my mom just said no to the opening quest because she's a crown prince and she's not bringing a box to the next fucking village. So, I've seen that game.
I'm going to talk around this for 5 seconds because I don't know if I'll get the chance to talk about it. Did you read the novel, the translations of the novel for Final Fantasy 15, Rami?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that game have been a billion times better if we had that in the main story?
Yeah, the game would have been better if there was a lot of stuff, but also I actually think the original version of it works.
The ending is, look, it's got a cool ending, and it's an emotional ending. I mean, Code can speak to that as well. He was definitely emotionally impacted, but
big time.
That story.
No, there was a lot of space. It could have been better, and it, that's I think one of the reasons I'm excited by 7 is that you can feel 15's DNA is in there, right? Like everything that made me excited about 15 is in here. Everything that made me, like wonder about how 15 could be better all seems in here.
Right.
But this makes me excited. Look at these particle effects. Like these are not final.
Yeah,
right?
that's great.
Like they look incredible already.
So what I was going to
Like-
say earlier is like, okay, this is episodic, right?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think
they said that.
Apparently, it started as episodic, and then there was a announcement that there was going to be a 3-part, and then it decided it was going to be a 2-part, but one of those was fake news, and I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this game is anymore. I know that if they have the Midgard stuff nailed like that.
They did mention 2 full Blu-ray discs, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's like you get one disc then the other. That just means that there's like I think it was just
The
saying
game
that was
is long.
Because
And I mean, the game has sort of a natural separation too, with that whole thing with the flashbacks and stuff. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't played it, but there's like that weird memory loss part in the hospital. So like that to me would be the natural place where maybe you would do the second game. It's like we're kind of like a natural divider a little bit. But
So is it like 2? Did anybody like? Is it 2 discs for the Midgard part, or
That's
is
what
it 2
chat's
discs
saying.
for the game?
Is that it's 2 Blu-ray discs for part 1.
Do we have that part? He said it right before the boss fight section. I'm sure.
He just said that it was enough. It was big enough to fill 2 Blu-ray discs. Were his words.
Extremely
Yeah,
dynamic.
pretty
The
sure that's what
choice
he
of
said,
using them is entirely up to you. Right, Katase-san?
I'm trying.
I think the point he was making is that whatever's coming out on 3/3/2020, that was enough to cover 2 Blu-ray discs. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So
I think.
And so here's the other thing. This is $330 collector's edition. If they do 3 parts, they're going to make $1,000.
$1,000 off of
And
videos
they
like me
fucking
and
know
Rami.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuckers.
So here's the reason why I bring that up is that would mean that they basically have to make an overworld, right? Like you go outside of Midgard. That's a thing that like the game. This is the first 10 hours of the game is kind of what
the tutorial.
Yeah. So what does the rest of that look like? That's got to be like a ginormous game, doesn't it? Like that game's a long fucking game.
I mean, I hate to say it, but to be honest, like this is a completely different style of game. Maybe it is more linear. Maybe there's not the world map we're used to from 7. Like there's a good chance that they may have switched a lot of this up. There's also a really good chance that part of the game is just not done yet, so they aren't showing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we kind of have to be pretty open about it at this point. I would say they completely changed the combat system, so who knows what else they're going to completely change with that.
Yeah,
I think they're going to stick to overworld. Like it doesn't.
I hope they do.
Same.
It seems.
This to me is giving me like 13 vibes, though. It did like from what we saw. Granted, it was only like a tutorial portion. It very much like because 13 had that almost like you load into each level individually. It almost kind of looks like that.
Yeah, a little bit. What were you trying to say, Rami?
I think it doesn't really make sense not to do overworld, but it also makes sense that they would make this like it makes a lot of sense development wise, right? Like if you're going to make this as a multi-parter, do Midgard first. It's nice, contained, somewhat linear. You can get the systems down, you can get the progression down, you can get the art style down, and then as this is wrapping up, you go in full production on the fucking overworld. Yeah, it's going to take forever. Like that's going to be huge, but you've got a few years after this comes out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
you got 2-3 years.
We talked about it in while we were watching it, and Co brought it up as well. Like, what does a Ruby weapon fight look like? Like, this guy's fucking pretty big, and he's just like the first boss in the game.
And it's a 4-stage fight.
Yeah.
And I mean, at one point, the building they're in catches on fire. Like this is an event, and this is like a boss that you just kind of walked through in the main game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if this is indicative of the care they're going to be putting into each of the 40 plus boss fights in this game, this is going to be insane.
Yeah.
All the other boss fights are just bullet sponges. This is the only one they did. I think you just hit
Jesus
square.
Christ, don't say that. This is honestly a game that this could bridge like consoles, right? In the sense that this could launch on a Xbox One/PS4, and the next one comes out on a Xbox whatever and a PS5 whatever, right? Like, that's what is that? So then, do they port this to the new consoles? Like, what does that mean?
This is being developed for the new console. Like, it's also being developed for PS4, clearly. But like, there's no way they're not developing this with also PS Next.
Well, not necessarily. They've made pretty clear that the next console is going to be able to play the previous gen. So it could just be that they're just saying we're just developing this completely for previous gen, and this way that all the people that have the current system can experience it to its fullest, and you'll still be able to play it on your next gen console. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be like super more pretty, but it's you know, like at this stage with the new next console not even really announced.
Yeah.
And the fact that it comes out next March.
Yeah.
I don't think they could dramatically change it to take advantage of that.
But I mean, they would have known for a long time, right? Like the next console is not a surprise, and devs have been
Gotta be careful.
Devs have been aware of this console for a long time. Like if they've been in development for a long time, there's nothing here. The way games get developed, there's nothing here that couldn't just be down skills for PS4, right? So this is, I would assume that this is being developed with next console in mind, and that whatever the next one is going to be exclusively next console.
Next console, yeah.
But it will also be 3 years. Like this is like
You don't
like
think we'll
what
see
Cole
the
is
next
saying is
one?
absolutely right.
You don't say
Because it's overworld. It's overworld. The overworld is the big question mark, right? Like Midgard is easy, and they're putting this much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting this in there. If this is what Midgard looks like, overworld is going to be fucking nuts.
It's going to be super nuts. Yeah. You might honestly need the next consoles to make the overworld look as good as this, for sure. For sure. Bronze, what were you going to say? Then we'll go to Co real quick.
Oh, I was gonna say that we know Square is a huge fan of their remasters, though, so I feel like they're not gonna let the PS4 go that easily. I feel like they're gonna make it available for the PS4, and then they can sell you, you know, the new 1.5 Redux remaster with extra content in a video, because we know Square loves doing that. That's
you're not
their
wrong.
formula. They love
It's a
that.
pack-in, like it's yeah.
Mhm.
God damn it!
Kingdom
you're not
Hearts.
wrong. You're fucking.
And it's going to have a new collector's edition. And this time, Cloud on the motorcycle is going to be gold. And it's going to be $400. And you're going to
Bronze,
buy it.
don't give them fucking ideas. Stop.
I'll order it. I already got the newest.
Yeah, so they got a grand out of us fucking schmucks here.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, fucking.
I ordered two because I would have dueling statues.
You could do two? I tried hitting
No,
two,
they limited
and
one,
it said
yeah.
no. Yeah, you can only do one.
Co, you just random question, Co, where's that Assassin's Creed thing you bought?
It's over there.
Okay. All right. Any regrets?
It's heavy.
Any regrets for the 1K? That was $1,000 for that Assassin's Creed statue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You don't have to say anything else. We're good there.
Okay.
We
Yes.
got all we
Okay.
want.
Chat is calling me out. Don't pre-order games unless it's Final Fantasy VII.
Sure. What about Cyberpunk? Does Cyberpunk work? Can you pre-order
No,
Cyberpunk?
don't pre-order Cyberpunk. No, don't
Okay,
pre-order
don't pre-order Cyberpunk.
Pre-order Cyberpunk.
Okay,
CDPR
now
asked
we
you
got an
nicely.
argument. Now we
You
got-
read the secret message?
I
They
did-
asked you nicely.
I did
okay?
see the-
They politely asked you to pre-order Cyberpunk.
I saw the
You do
secret
what they say
message.
because they said it.
It's true.
I mean, they hacked my computer and stole all my future video games. So they
Yeah.
go fuck themselves.
That's probably what happened.
Keanu requests you pre-order Cyberpunk 2077. Do what Keanu says.
I'll do it only because Keanu said so.
Only
I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen to Bahroo. Quick side question here. Did Sony say that they were leaving E3, or did Sony say they were not going to be there this year?
This year.
This year.
This
yeah.
year. So they will be back next year.
Potentially.
Probably with their new console?
Probably.
They could be.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense from my point of view.
I imagine. I mean, they already kind of showed off a lot of their like big heavy hitters last year, and they'll be coming out this year and early next year. So if they came in, most of the stuff they would announce is like, "Hey, it's almost here."
You know, it's kind of funny. We went into this E3 saying like, "Oh, you know, Sony's not there. They don't have anything to show." I kind of feel like no one else had anything to show except for CG trailers, and Sony was like smart.
They played it right. Sony played it right.
Well, not smart. Sony said, "Nah, fuck that. We're not going to get out there and we're not going to push
Sony
CG
saved
stuff."
some money, is what Sony
Yes,
did because
Sony saved some money. There you go.
But also, Sony.
I still think they should have had a presence.
Yeah.
Sony didn't disappoint anybody. And I
Right.
think that's the biggest.
That's a good point.
Like everybody else disappointed people.
Yeah.
Sony didn't disappoint anybody. So
I mean, I
for
think-
Sony can be up there.
I think I think waiting to show something good is better than just being there for the sake of we gotta be there. Let's have something.
Right.
You say that, Rami, but I'm disappointed they weren't there.
Oh yeah, no, and everybody can be disappointed, but you can't be disappointed for their games yet.
You're
That comes
still, yeah.
later when they show them off.
That's
Or-
a good
or not,
point,
hopefully
man.
not.
I think I see what you're saying. Like, there's no one's gonna leave this E3 saying that, oh, Sony was overwhelming or Sony lost, and this, these are people won E3. Like, they kind of don't have to compete. They took their toys and went home in such a way.
like that-
And I know that stuff
that
is like kind of corny to be like, oh, like.
No, it
Xbox
still
One
happens.
E3
I mean, it's happening right
but
now.
It happens.
Yeah, the conversation of
Yeah.
who won E3 happens all the time. It's a staple.
It's a big part of it.
It's a big part of
race.
I mean, it's Keanu.
Keanu won E3 though. Like what's there's no argument.
Correct. Can't
He won-
confirm.
Like here's the thing. This is a transition year, right? And we've seen transition years in many ways, and we've tried different things. And I think with the way the world is going now, Nintendo's model makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't have to be at every show if you want to tell people. You just do it direct,
Sure.
and you do
So-
E3 for spectacle.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, Co?
I think some folks are starting to pick up on what you guys were talking about, especially I think Bahroo especially. Skill Up, big YouTuber, great dude. The most AAA moment of E3 2019 is Square Enix announcing the Avengers business model / live service delivery mechanisms and PS4 exclusive content without showing us the actual game.
Sure. Yeah. No, that was a big thing.
That's
I mean,
pretty
they got out,
impressive.
yeah, they
Pretty
got out there and
ballsy,
said they're
yeah.
gonna have exclusives on the PlayStation, and we don't know what the
Pretty
fuck
ballsy.
that looks like.
I mean, I'm still most impressed
Are
by.
you guys
what was it?
excited for the exclusive question mark? Because I'm very excited for the exclusive question mark.
I was most impressed by Uplay Plus coming to Stadia. Now that's some Inception shit. I'm ready. Like I'm ready to pay for services in my services because I don't know what services they're gonna put in my services, but there's gonna be some services. I'm up for it.
Hey, yeah.
This is the shit.
Is that
This
is that
Honestly,
that might be the path we go? Go ahead, Bronze.
this whole Avengers announcement is a little confusing to me because it didn't feel. I don't know. What was your input? Do you think Square Enix needed the padding? Because that's what it feels like they
Or the
kind
eyes,
of
like they wanted
lifted
to
the veil
Yeah.
before it was ready because they don't have anything to show us, right? They didn't even talk about what the exclusive was because they didn't talk about the game and they didn't show us the gameplay and they told us their model of releasing content, but we have no idea what that content's looking like. So it's almost like they just said, hey, this is a game we're making and lifted the veil on that way too early so that they had something. And I'm not sure Square Enix needed the padding, and I'm kind of shocked that they bothered to put it in there.
Well, you're filling Sony's spot, right? Like effectively, you're taking what Sony used as their conference every year for E3. They took the time slots. So if you're going to put everything out there, you might as well put everything out there when you have the spotlight on you. Is the way that I would probably imagine they looked at it. Did they need to show that stuff? Oh God, Brew's completely gone. Did they need to show that in there?
This is like Outriders, that game, where the giant door is gonna open. He's just gonna be behind it.
With that look on his face, I was thinking more, here's Johnny.
Oh, God, that was really good. That caught me off guard. I knew you could do that, but it was still funny when it happened. Oh, God.
I don't know what's wrong with the camera, and I'm so sorry.
It's not the camera, it's the bit rate. For some reason, the program's starting to like fluctuate the resolutions accordingly to the bit rate. So now you're
Whatever
1080p
it
and you're quite large and fine.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not fixing it because it's so funny. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah. I still think that I'm not upset what they showed. Like, I'm still going to play the Marvel thing. I just don't know what the fuck it is. But that's because I'm a Marvel fanboy, right? Like, I'll play whatever they put out that has Marvel attached to it. I think most people will. So.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot. Like, here's the thing: it's Square, so we're either gonna see some real weird out there shit, or we're just gonna see nostalgia. And I think they delivered 100% on all nostalgia shit, and they delivered like 5% on new stuff. But even their new stuff is basically Avengers, which people have 2008 nostalgia for, or comic book nostalgia for anyway. So it was just a full-on nostalgia show. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Sure.
Like, what was it? It was the one new game, right? The big door game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Outriders, which again, we don't know what the fuck that is. It's a 3-person co-op shooter.
Well, it's people can fly, so it's a shooter. Like,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's a shooter, and it's a hard shooter. Like, you shoot things and you shoot things hard, which, fuck yeah, people can fly is really good at it.
They're good at that.
Their studio is named after shooting people and making them fly. Like,
right,
they can do this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
And then there was the other one.
I'm not sure what the other one was. Co, what were you gonna say?
Or
I was
responding
gonna say,
to?
somebody just pointed out in chat. I got completely debated with Dying Light 2.
How
Oh
so?
my god!
Just
I
'cause
thought
you
it was
thought it was
gonna be there. Like I thought that they were saving the Dying Light 2 stuff for the Square Enix because that's the only like one of the biggest shows that they announced. Like this is where we're gonna be. If you want to,
Well, they showed gameplay.
They showed what's been showed already like 3 times before in the last.
nothing new.
Was it?
Nothing
It's on
new.
YouTube.
Yeah.
It was. Oh man, I was so disappointed.
Was it just a different cut?
It was.
Yeah,
it was
cut.
a reduced cut of 2 previous things combined together. And what sucks is a lot of the stuff we saw in that part there was actually what they played through during the gameplay demo earlier today. So it was actually just like a few snips of that and a few snips of what we've already seen in the gameplay trailers, and then like they jammed it together. And it's like they didn't even talk about it. No one came out about it. Nothing new. Ah, damn it, man. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Somebody here tried to call me out on the games, but they very usefully made a list of all the games. So Onimaki is the new one, I think.
Right.
That
Oh
looked
yes, the
interesting.
JSRPG.
Yeah, and then Outriders looked interesting, and then the rest was basically nostalgia. Dungeon Quest, Avengers, Final Fantasy Tactics, that stuff, which is good. I like all those games. I'm up for that. But also, like, that's cool.
Hey, Co.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead, Rami. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
It was a very interesting show in that they just started with the big guns, and I think they thought Avengers was going to be a bigger thing as well. And then I think they put 14 in the middle, which was clever.
So
Like,
let
there was a
me,
big
yeah,
hype
as
moment.
someone who plays 14 a shit ton, you like everyone shut up when we were watching that and was super interested in what was said. Was that because I was shut up and not talking, or because you guys were genuinely interested?
Sucked me in too, dude.
No, I was genuinely interested.
I was genuinely interested, and I've learned that if I talk when you're quiet, I'm going to get muted in this game.
You know what I realized about that Final Fantasy 14 thing?
What's that?
And first of all, the guy before it that was talking about it, he said basically like, we have done enough stuff in this expansion for it to be a standalone game.
Right.
And I immediately was like, yeah, whatever, okay. By the end of that cinematic, I realized that if I would have seen that by itself and you would have told me like, this is the foundation of a future full Final Fantasy game, I would have been like, oh. Totally believable. Like, there was so much shit going on. Like, every 3 seconds was a completely different location with a completely different thing happening for like 4 straight minutes.
Yeah.
It was just like new thing, new thing, new thing, new thing. Here's this guy again. New thing, new thing. Huge amount of stuff.
There is.
Yoshi
Yoshi P's a fucking god.
Like, yeah, that could be an entire game in itself.
Yoshi P's he's beloved by that community. Like he can do no wrong.
14 is a fucking redemption story.
It is. It's great. Go watch the No Clip
I
documentary.
didn't even know what was happening, and I was still interested because everything looked really cool. I didn't even know those types of villains existed in Final Fantasy XIV because y'all got some Cthulhu type of stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
And then there was like, just when she was listing off, the commentator was listing off everything that was in it, was just like, 2 new playable. So even though I don't play the game, because I play MMOs, that's stuff that clicks in my head as like 2 new playable races, 1 new area. Like, as these little check marks are going off. And I was like, I don't even know what a Wooloo thingamajigger is, but I'm ready to play one.
That's Pokemon, right?
It's Pokemon. Yeah,
I don't
Pokemon.
know. It sounds cool. Looks cool.
This is
I'm
an old
ready.
trailer, but this is for the new
Be
expansion.
a warrior of light.
No, it's Warrior of Darkness in the new one. You gotta be a Warrior of Darkness.
Yeah, see the flip of the table's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's some shit going on. Yes, this is
time
the
you
old
gotta
trailer,
go
but it's just because I want them to see more stuff in this. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV is a good game. You guys should play it. Here's the crazy thing about Final Fantasy XIV, though. if you started today and tried to catch up for June 28th, which is the early access date, not a chance in hell you could do it. There's about 140 hours of story stuff that you'd have to get through. You could not do it. Or you could pay to skip it. Or you could just pay to skip it. Yeah. They have potions that you can buy to skip all that stuff.
Potion you can drink, and apparently it infuses you with all the knowledge, and you get to just pick up where further on in the game.
Yep.
You know, I'll just drink the potion and I'll Google Final Fantasy in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Am I gonna fall from the Garden of Eden when I drink this potion?
They give you a recap. There's a story
with my bunny ears.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is don't.
It's an in-game recap. You don't have to go to YouTube. Or
Yeah. There's a little recap that plays when you use the potion. That I think you can skip as well. I haven't done it, but it's 1 to 50. Should you skip it? It's not the best. Heaven's Ward, should you skip it? The first expansion? No, it's actually a really fucking cool story. You fight dragons. There's shit ton of dragons and you got to fight them, and it's great.
Are there potions for different levels? Can you drink a potion to just skip the first one and then Heaven's Word and then skip the next one?
Yeah, I think they're putting out new potions for Stormblood, but Stormblood is even a really good story as well. That's the current expansion, and then this is the next one. But still, Heaven's Ward and Stormblood is 50 hours, maybe 40 hours of stuff.
Does the story build on itself?
Yes, it's all one continuous story. So,
that's ambitious because with games like World of Warcraft, I feel like it helps to know what some of the characters are, but you don't have to go into Wrath of the Lich King knowing exactly what happened. In Burning
a lot of the expansions in WoW, you could enjoy the expansion without really that much previous knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I feel like Final Fantasy if I was to jump into Shadowbringers, I'd just going. Okay.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's definitely a lot to unpack.
There's going to be a giant crystal, Bahroo, and it's going to be dun, dun, the Lothloraki need your help. Warrior of Darkness.
Well, the crystal's called Hydaelyn. And
I'll be honest, I've been playing Final
Zodiac
Fantasy.
is the other one, and
but I've just been hitting skip through the story because I don't,
Most people do. Anyways, we should stop talking about Final Fantasy 14 because I'll keep talking about it. Carl's going to talk to you about this because I think you might be the only other person that is somewhat excited for it. What did you think about this here? What's going on here?
I don't. I mean, here's what's weird. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this little thing is showing the end of 2.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense unless you've played the game.
It's just kind of weird.
Not the end of 2. Cool. This is. Well, yes, the end of 2. Yes, this. Yeah, okay.
So the DLC plays 3. Yes,
yeah.
3.
Yeah. And the DLC plays after that. It's story content after that.
Okay. The TLDRs, I didn't really see a lot of stuff to get me super interested. I thought it was very interesting now that we know who the final dude is. His line at the end, that was the only kind of thing that made me be like, what?
Right.
But that. Yeah. I might check it out. Depends on how long it is, and I'll probably let you check it out first and let me know how it is.
That's true.
But yeah,
that's true.
That's
how to go. That's how to go. Kingdom Fucking
I did
Hearts.
really enjoy the end of that part of the end of 3. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So and this is kind of touching on it. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes.
Yeah.
I've just hit the point where if Donald speaks to me one more time, I'm gonna throw my Xbox out of the
Did you beat it?
Out the window.
Where are you at in the game, Rami? That game's pretty long.
I got 7 worlds in or something. I did I don't even remember why I quit.
Okay.
Toy
is this
Story
a good
was
spot
done.
for ingredients?
I love.
Yeah, just anything Donald says, honestly.
Yeah.
I because Donald is just sort of he's the audience character. He's the character that says shit that the audience is thinking if you have no idea what the fuck's happening. The problem is that makes Donald just say I don't know what we're doing here. And you're it's 90% of his life in the game is why are we here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
And I liked the KH3 goofy savant syndrome, where it was just what's going on? How you guys doing? Oh, I don't know. Hey, this is the part where that guy was that, and his memory was switched, and then he did that thing and went in there and got caught, but the demon got him out, right? Yes.
Yeah, Goofy.
God. I love
Goofy?
Kingdom
Yeah, it
Hearts.
happened just like that. Thank you, Goof.
It's
What?
so good. It's so good. I love it. Have you guys heard "Simple and Cling" sung by Donald Duck? By the way,
I have.
Okay, you should listen to it if you haven't. It's
Oh, that's not going to be the ending song?
Gosh.
Who knows?
I'm just used to that Evanescence cover by Goofy.
That one's good
Can't
too.
wake up. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
The Donald Duck one.
I listened to that non-ironically. Like it started as a meme, and now I'm like, this is pretty dope. Actually, it slaps. You know.
Okay. All right. Here we got like 30 seconds of it just so I can feel good. Here we go.
I can't tell if he's crying or he's actually dying.
It's so good.
Oh no.
He's talking. He sounds
I
like
feel
an
like
old
the
person.
meaning of the song has changed.
It's 5 minutes long. He sings the Japanese parts too. He sings the Japanese. It's great.
There was that thing on Twitter the other day where it was Donald Duck trying to play What's That Pokemon? And if you've not seen that tweet, it's really fucking good.
Hold on. Donald Duck, who's that?
Somebody-
Pokemon? Twitter. We gotta watch this. We gotta watch this. Where was this? Who posted this?
It was on Twitter. Somebody will find it.
Yeah, someone post that in chat. I really want to watch it right now.
Oh, here, I found it.
Okay, throw it in Twitch chat if you can.
I threw it in the internal chat.
Okay, got it.
I don't know if this is genuine and correct and everything. Let me check it first before you throw it on the screen.
No, just throw it on there.
I think I've seen this. Actually.
It's okay, Rami. It's just JP's channel.
Yeah,
Are we good? Are you good? Is
Yeah,
this
it's
it?
good.
Okay,
Just
here we go.
Oh yeah, that's
the
it.
volume.
That's
Here we
it.
go.
That's
I'm
it.
so excited. I'm so excited. Is it loud?
Just
you
set the
said?
volume. Yeah, make the volume loud.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen this. Yeah, great. It's good. It's good. I
It
like
makes
it.
me so happy.
It's good.
It's good. I'm into it. Oh,
Wow.
oh man, that's a thing. Fucking Donald Duck, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Him
guys.
shouting, "What the fuck!" It's such a mood. Like honestly,
He's just like, it's Pikachu. And I'm like, oh boy.
Oh man, I don't know if there was anything else that we should talk about. I'm scanning through
Yeah,
here.
Square Enix was good.
I mean, I don't think there's much left in the conference now that we're just Googling Donald Duck.
There might not be. There might not be. This should have been on E3. They should have walked Donald's ass out there. Oh God. Jesus.
Donald Duck preventing it. If they had Donald Duck present the Kingdom Hearts DLC, I would have played it.
Oh, it would have been great. It would have been great.
I just want Donald Duck to announce everything now.
Yeah. Oh, they had that Final Fantasy VIII remastered thing. That's right. I forgot about that.
oh yeah, and
Dude,
it visually
okay,
looks
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hold on. You say that, but all I could think of the entire time I was watching that is JP just played this on PC
Yes.
with mod,
Yeah.
and it looked 10 times better than that remaster.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
it's not comparable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. They have the mods that are out for it now for the PC version make it look
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah. The audio is pretty rough in that PC mod, but yeah. Anyways. When they started playing that, I thought we were getting the Final Fantasy remake treatment to it, but it was just a remastered. So
Okay.
I don't
So are
think
we?
they have the development power to do two of those.
yeah, they can't do
remakes
that at the same time.
No.
Go ahead, go.
Have we winded down on the Square Enix stuff? 'Cause
Yeah,
I found
yeah.
a trailer right before Square Enix that I had not seen before in its entirety.
Sure.
Starbase.
That was one in the PC Gamer show.
What was it in the? Maybe I missed it at the PC Gamer show.
I don't never heard of it.
I asked chat like are there any trailers you guys recommend that I hadn't seen? Because also the Surge 2. Have you seen the Surge 2 trailer yet?
No, is that good?
No.
Let's see. I'm opening that E3 trailer. Yeah, here it is.
All the music
from Xbox. This one right here. This.
Yes. Turn it up.
Which one is this? Surge or
this is Surge? Yeah.
This is the Surge 2.
Surge one was pretty good.
This is one of the songs I use for my intro all the time.
Really?
Jam.
Pretty good song.
The Day is My Enemy by Prodigy.
Are you a believer?
It's not over.
No gameplay, unfortunately. But if you played the Surge, you know exactly what you're getting into.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
pretty much identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they learned a lot of the things that made the Surge one kind of fall flat a little bit.
Right.
Surge one wasn't that bad. It just had a couple questionable things.
Damn solid okay.
Yeah,
Like,
that is the best way to explain the Surge.
The
It's
hardest
a
7 out of 10.
Exactly.
It is a damn good okay.
What's kind of awesome is they have had 2 DLCs come out since then, and both of them tried to address some of those issues a little bit. So, like, the second DLC is like this Wild West themed one where they apparently load you up with a lot of the power-ups that players have been requesting over the course of the release of the first one, and then you can take that into the New Game Plus and like grow them out and stuff like that. So, it's pretty cool, man. I played the Surge 1 pretty much all the way through the first time, and I'm gonna be doing it again before Surge 2, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's pretty solid these days with DLCs and everything. And then the other games.
That's good to hear.
It was one of those
like-
games where there was really nothing that made me go like, this is bad, but there was also nothing that made me go like, this is exceptional. It was just good. It was just good. It was just good.
I lucked out because I'm a huge mecha and sci-fi fan. So having a Souls-like game in that genre for me was just kind of like, okay, that's a little more than normal.
I get it. And then Starbase, is this the trailer you're talking about?
It's about how long is that?
8 minutes.
No, it's
FPS
like 3
spaceship building game 2019.
Yes. The thing that's crazy about this is I think saw a little snippet of this, JP, during one of the drop frame shows. I'm not sure what, but there's an E3 Starbase trailer, and it's like 4 minutes, and it's like a whole little story in itself. It's really cool if you can find that one. It has some pretty good music and stuff too.
Let's see here, Chad. If anyone has
the Starbase E3 trailer,
yeah, that's what I looked for.
There's a May 28 trailer. Is that the one?
Starbase gameplay trailer 2019. So if you search for Starbase E3 trailer 2019, then it's the gameplay link at the very top. I think this is it. Let me double check.
Starts out with a robot.
That's May. Yeah, that's May 28.
Yep, this is it.
Okay, this is older then for sure, but we'll.
The thing that's cool to watch in this trailer is look at all the different just the gameplay elements. Like we talk about all the time about wanting gameplay. Well, look at all the different things that are going on in this game when we watch this.
All right. Oh, that's quiet. What the fuck?
Yo.
Are we building a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, let's go. Oh.
It also said this is a pre-alpha, by the way.
Nice. That's a term now. What the fuck? Is this AI controlled?
This is ambitious.
Yeah.
That's right there. Nice.
It's a gummy ship.
Dude, looks nuts.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
my initial
What?
thought on that looks amazing. I really want to play it, but boy, is that ambitious and can go wrong. But it looks great, and I'm just gonna keep an open mind, hope it doesn't crash down.
I
like the
found my
concept.
opinion. Wait, let me try this.
What? Nice. I like it.
Holy shit!
That was a lot, right? Like,
dude, the
that's
sheer
voxel. That's
amount-
voxel.
that's all voxels?
Yeah,
Oh.
That looks like
okay.
a-
Oh, when they're
That's
repairing,
voxel.
there's little boxes in those edges. That's absolutely right. Yep.
But like that's not just voxels. That's way too much. Like they're doing some magic. Like they're doing some magic there. Like you can do voxels. You can do a huge amount of vox pretty fast. But that's a lot of shit happening to a lot of voxels at the same. Like this is incredible. I don't know how they're doing it.
So when they
Yeah.
jump in through the top of that ship and they raid it, is that like another player's ship? Is it all AI?
I think we have no idea yet. I'm not entirely
Okay.
sure. Like that I think what we saw in that trailer was basically like a structured little story, but essentially I think it was just a sandbox environment with some people messing around. Like I don't even know if there's a main story or anything like that. The thing that apparently Chad is saying it's an MMO.
it's all players.
So, there you go.
It's all
So
players.
all of your fights are going to be. I don't want to use Atlas as an example, but Atlas, you build a base, people can raid your base.
Also, it's by the guys that made Trine, so they're
Wait, what?
Hey,
This game gets weirder. Trine, okay.
Like the game
Kinda
where the
fun.
spells
Yeah.
combo off each other?
And the co-op thing, yeah.
how do you go? I've always wondered, like, how some developers go from like one end to another. It's like we're going from Trine to this, and like,
Well,
Ninja Dude's like,
because you
hold
get
my beer.
fucking bored of the thing you just made.
Yeah, it's just boredom. Of
You
what-
worked
of
on
what
it
you're
for like
making.
3 fucking years. You're like, I don't want to make anything like that for the next fucking decade of my life. Let's do space.
Yeah.
voxels.
Huh. All right.
Like, I bet you 100% there was just one programmer fucking around with voxels and just showed it at like a Friday afternoon when they were done with Trine, and everybody just went like, "Can we do fucking spaceships?"
Let's
with
do a
this?"
spaceship war fighter
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jason Schreier put up a tweet a little bit ago, by the way, just a little tangent that you
Okay.
guys would be interested. As good as the Final Fantasy VII remake looks, it's a big disappointment that Game 1 is only in Midgar.
Right.
Just how long are we going to be waiting before we play the whole thing? One of the best moments of Final Fantasy VII was realizing how much more there was than Midgar. So I didn't realize that. I thought that on March 3rd we were still going to go past that point.
No.
But
I did
no.
too.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be further outside than that.
Yeah.
But
Just Midgard.
so that means
Yeah,
this is
that's what
basically going to be like the tutorial of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in terms of the content from the original game. Yeah. Now
Come
it
on,
could be
how's that a
more, but-
disappointment though? Like a fully articulated Midgard is not Midgard, right? Like this is Midgard. This is an entirely new, fully articulated, that's what they're trying to. That's what I'm seeing.
only 100
Because
gigabytes of content. What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing. You don't get 100 gigabytes of content if you have like how long was Midgard in 7? Like 10 hours.
10 hours.
Like,
First 9 or 10 hours of the game.
You don't get 2 Blu-ray discs out of 10 hours of games.
Right.
Not with what we saw. Like, yeah, sure, that looks beautiful, but that's not 2 Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Like
Midgard
this
is
gonna be
huge,
yeah.
but it's like
Well,
if it's anything like the first one, it's going to be really linear. It's not like you're going to be able to. I mean, it's been a long time since I played, but
Same.
isn't it pretty much just beginning to end, and then that's when kind of things start unfolding?
Yeah.
could be wrong.
I guess it ends with
The
how
ride
you
out.
exit Midgard.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
I'm going to amend what I said, where earlier I said the level design that we saw looked very linear, like very Final Fantasy 13-esque. People freaked out because, trust me, I don't like that game either. But what we saw did kind of seem like a hallway. Now, knowing that, I think they are going to give us the ability to run around the city, because otherwise, how do you put that on 2 Blu-rays? And also, I kind of like how they're putting the game under a microscope, because like you pointed out earlier, JP, like that's a fight that you blow past and everything twice about, and now that's like a major fight.
Right.
So I feel like they're going to take the small things we went through and turn them into like larger events.
Yeah.
Which might be kind of cool.
And don't forget, this is not. There's no. It doesn't seem to be random encounters. So this is again to get the fights, to get all that. Like that's again a fully articulated city. That's a different Midgard than the one we're used to.
Yeah. And I mean, the other question is, when you finish part 1, whatever, when you finish Midgard, can you grind to max level so that when you start part 2, your characters are like super fucking strong, or does that not carry over? Do you start with like, because if it's a completely different game, a completely different product, do you start with characters that are of that level, or do you just start back at level 1? Like, how are they going to handle that? What does it look like? Is there a cap?
They're gonna blow up the tower, and you're gonna have to start at 0 light again. Wait, that's a different game.
It's a different game. No, it's a different game. Different game. Yeah.
No idea. Genuinely.
Maybe they'll do something like what Mass Effect did, where it's like, oh, you can port in your character, or you can start with a pre-generated one.
Oh, like it would just detect your save file kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because was it Mass Effect 2 that did that? Like you could either make a new one or you could like port in your decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be like that.
Could be. I will say that'd be so strange though if they kind of move away from the traditional, like the whole big thing about Final Fantasy was getting those levels and like grinding out your characters and stuff. I spent 30 hours in those mines. I don't remember what they were like. That one enemy that you could just farm over and over to get 99 and everyone for the weapons.
Yep.
God, man, like to think of a Final Fantasy game where that kind of thing is not really how you play it is kind of strange.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I would think you play it that way still, honestly.
We'll see.
But I don't know. Like I know that what I saw looks good, and if somebody tells me that the first game is just going to be Midgard, that's not a disappointment to me. If they're going to put
like
that much time and effort into Midgard, fuck yeah, let's show me Midgard. I've had visions of that place in my mind since I was like fucking kid. Show me that city, right? Like I want to walk around Midgard. I've wanted to walk around Midgard forever.
Sure, makes sense.
In the original Final Fantasy VII, I can't. Well, you know what? I can't talk about this without spoiling. Never mind.
Hold on. I'm pretty.
Well, I mean, but it's about a game. It's about a game coming out, and not everyone's played Final Fantasy VII. So this is one of those rare instances where you are actually spoiling.
I've got a way to solve this.
Yeah.
All right. Go. Everybody mute for 20 seconds.
Oh, we do the hand trick.
We'll do the hand trick. Yeah.
It's super quick. Don't you? After the bomb starts going off, isn't that kind of like when the big flea scene happens and you leave Midgard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there a chance that we were looking at the final boss fight of the game?
Yeah.
Nah. Well, I don't think they would show us that.
Well,
I don't either. But I don't think in the game.
No, wait, isn't that the start of the,
that's what I'm
isn't that
asking.
the first boss?
Yeah.
That's the first boss. Yeah, that's the first boss.
Yes, the boss that we saw
after-
the long out fight. That's the first one.
Wait,
Right.
you dropped your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Hand's still
We're
up.
good. We're good.
Jeez.
We're done.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
I think I had that part confused with the later
Because
part.
no, they already show you on the motorcycles and the cars. Like they had in the trailer, they had that stuff. I think.
Actually, I think multiple bombs aren't there.
Right.
God, it's been too long.
It's been.
I need to
20
play
years.
Final
It's
Fantasy
been
again.
Yeah, it's been 20
Listen,
years.
this is great. Just forget everything you know about the game so that when it comes out, you can play part of it anew and then just only have all your feelings destroyed when you get to those parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hope nothing bad happens to that Aerith person. They look real nice.
I hope she's all right. She seems like a nice person. Nice stand-up character.
I wonder if the optional characters are still going to be optional, like, or
Right?
if it's going to be like, oh no, that you know, like this is like part of the. I don't know how they would do that, because like the whole thing with Vincent or even Yuffie, we were talking about Yuffie.
Yeah.
You could easily skip her somehow, like,
could.
and same thing with Vincent.
Just don't go to the forest. Yeah.
They're not optional anymore, according to chat.
Oh, they've already come out there and say that?
Because I was like, how would they do that? That would be very.
I mean, I'm just curious if we're really talking. How are they going to do that? I want to know what the cross-dressing scene looks like with Cloud. I want to know how some of those.
Apparently that's been removed.
Really? They're out there saying it's removed.
A couple people in chat earlier said that's been removed. I haven't seen the actual place, but if someone in chat could link it, whoever was saying that earlier, that would be great. I'm curious
that
if that is too.
that happens. There's some scene with there's some scenes with Sid later on in that game that are like, don't know if those can come out in 2019. That was some strange shit. We're gonna have to see what they keep in there. We'll see how that all goes.
BJ Inc. is saying Nomura said it hasn't been removed. Oh god.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's out there. It's it's a lot of. We'll
see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Somebody was pointing out that I'm definitely being a fanboy, and like, yes, I literally said yesterday, do not pre-order games, and today I pre-ordered the $300 game. Like, not objective right
I
now.
think it's okay to fanboy about stuff.
I'll make it up. Here.
Okay, give away some. Yeah, you got to give $300 worth of nuclear throne codes now. Hey, your camera actually autofocused now.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say you didn't show the end of the card.
Oh.
Gotta guess the last two ones.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't confusing. Here's a quote. While Nomura is adamant that the cross-dressing scene will appear in Final Fantasy VII Remake, that doesn't mean that it won't undergo changes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
there you go.
I don't know if you could put that game out that way in 2019 and not get a giant amount of backlash. For sure. It was a thing. We should do some shout outs and call it a show. We're good. I've been live for 11 hours now. My brain needs a break. I gotta get out.
I fell asleep an hour ago.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I want to go to bed.
We got Nintendo bright and early tomorrow. It's starting at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Fuck. Well,
why did I say yes to this?
I mean, it's on you.
Hours.
It's 12 hours
no,
from
I'm-
now. I think we're good. I think it's gonna be fine.
You and your ability to sleep in. Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys.
I'll wake up at like 8:30, probably no much. Anyways, let's do some shout outs. Thank you guys for joining us all day. Rami, we'll start with you. Some shout outs, please. Or more codes, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, this was great. Thanks for having me. I guess this was E3 for me with drop frames. I won't be there for Nintendo tomorrow, so it was a pleasure as always hanging out, talking stuff, listening to Donald Duck. You know, the real important thing this E3. I think we can all agree Donald Duck was the actual winner.
Him and Keanu.
Donald Duck and Keanu. So yeah, it's a transitional year. I'm excited for what the industry brings. I don't know where things are going. I know a little bit of where things are going, but I don't know exactly where things are going. I'm excited for where things are going, and I hope that when we come back here for E3 2020, there'll be some real cool shit. In the meanwhile, if you want to follow weird internet takes on games, follow me on Twitter, @THA_Rami, and also here on Twitch.
Cool. Thanks again for joining us. We'll have you back on the show soon. Co, some shout outs.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.
He's out. Mr. Bahroo, do some shout outs for us, sir. Hey, your skin you're not a ghost anymore, Bahroo. I'm proud of you.
I decided to go outside.
Yeah?
For like a minute or two.
Yeah.
I got a little complexion.
It's looking good. You got a little tan.
I'm also tired. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for being here. Last but not least,
thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, maybe, question mark, for Nintendo. Look, Elspeth is going to bring all the energy we need tomorrow morning.
I was going to say, I hope she is.
We're pulling in the reserves with Elspeth and Strippin. So, look, they could carry us. Bronze, thanks for joining us once again. I hope that Marvel game turns out to be all right. We'll see.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because I know that we both love Marvel, and I really want to see a good Avengers game come out of it. But thank you so much for having me. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. I think I just have questions. So I was like really quiet towards the end, and I don't really think I don't think I'm let down. I think it's like a wait and see type of situation. But thank you so much for having me. It was my first time on Drop Frames. I had a great time. I'm around on the internet. Thank you for being a great crowd and great co-hosts. So thank you so much.
Awesome stuff.
That's all I've got.
That's it. We're done. Day 2's done. One more to go. Nintendo tomorrow morning at... What time is this? What time is it? 11:30 Eastern? Yes. 11:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Myself, potentially Bahroo, Elspeth, and Strippin will be joining us for that broadcast. And probably Co. Maybe Co. I think Co's going to be there.
I will be there.
Okay.
I will be there.
Sounds good. That's it for us.
Real quick before we break, JP, are we doing a normal show on Wednesday?
I don't know. We'll decide tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. Thank you. Hold on. One more time, Rami. One more time, Rami. Do it again, Rami. Then we'll end on that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That was worth it. All right, here we go.
Okay.